Dagon, hello! Oh, happy Halloween! I am Kelly Lynne D'Angelo, your dungeon master for NDND, our second episode, which we clearly got very excited to do. One by one, I'm going to introduce you to your cast, which you might be slowly becoming more and more familiar with. First up, we have Siena.
Hi, I'm P, and I'm P, but I'm Siena East. Hello.
And next up, we have Azie.
Hi, I'm Azie, and I'm Eucalyptus.
Next on list, we have Lucas.
Hey, I'm Lucas, and I'm Chante here as well.
We have the miraculous Joey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jarfield, and my name's Joey. I'm Jarfield, and for native cred, I definitely hid myself behind a Pendleton blanket.
And last up, we have Benny.
I'm an old man. I'm Benny, and I'm Ikto.
Yes, and actually, just as a quick reminder to my beautiful cast, some of us have our characters' names up and our normal names up, but feel free to throw on your handles there. I know we're still learning. Thanks for being patient with us as we figure out the technicalities. You can just tell we're having a good time. We're friends. We're being weird. We're getting dressed up. It's Halloween. We look beautiful. And we'll just start with that because, let's all recognize that sort of beauty first and foremost. Also, I got to throw a nod to Azie. She's starting with inspiration this game because she went all out and got a full leather set. It's just phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. But we're so excited to continue our story with you guys, and we're just going to pick it up where we left off. I'm going to start and just give you a little bit of a brief reminder of what just happened. So take it away. You, this sort of wandering group, nameless, have been together for some time, running away as quickly as you can from this sort of force behind you called the bounty hunter. Nervously, he, she, they, you don't know if it's a group or one, have been following, tracing your steps, trying to find any false move that you might make. You all know that you want to get away as quickly as possible, be able to at least recover, get some belongings, and get some answers yourself. That being said, you came upon a town after you went through a clearing, after walking for some time, and you stumbled and you found out it was called Jovial. Met a small little child on the outskirts of it who soon took you to the hippest, coolest joint in town called PB&J, upon which you walked in and discovered essentially what would be a child's daycare center. There you spoke with Miss Zaff, who seemed to be the only adult in town, if that. You had to handle a lot of kids, specifically P, being tackled by them and hair pulled by them, which led to you, Chante, noticing something from a distance because of your true sight, some strange creature not far away in the direction of what appears to be some sort of prayer center. From there, you guys all went back out to the main area of town and quickly overheard, right before that, a child's scream. This young girl, Anna, who seemed to have her wits about her within this room, besides all the other kids who were kind of enjoying the chaos, told you that sounded like her brother screaming. So with that, you guys started to investigate and try to find a way to find him. You entered this strange church dedicated to this very beautiful deity spirit, one that you guys are familiar with, one of the water. And Chante, being familiar with the water, you were able to figure out and crack the code of the altar, which was a water-based sort of code. And from there, you guys were able to unlock and lower this sort of altar into a two-stepped sort of tiered access point underground. There was direction left, direction right. Very quickly, as you guys were trying to figure out which way to go, there was an attack, your first one of your campaign, upon which rats, swarms and swarms of them, came out and started to battle with you guys. Very, very eccentrically, too. There were quite some eccentric rats with a lot of personality. After a hard battle, which included the near loss of a close friend of yours, P, you guys are all just breathing and recovering, trying to heal one another up and help each other up off their feet, upon which you heard that strange voice, perhaps the one, Chante, that you've been tracing since, that said, "This way." And that's where we ended, and that's where we're gonna pick up. So let's start from there. You guys are currently just recovering after that battle, all kind of stacked together in this very long, sort of stretched area. It's no more than I said, about 4.5, 5 feet wide, not very wide. It's a little bit long though, and it hits an end and turns immediately right. From underneath this area, you can tell that you're all going to have to walk one by one by one. There's just not enough space for 2 people on either side of you, and P is just kind of sitting there, back to life, but unenthusiastically.
Okay, so which way did that voice come from?
Away? Like down there?
One of those ways.
Yeah.
Are you okay, P?
Just, I know we can't all walk together. I would like to be in the middle. I think that's fair.
I just as a little kitty cat, it's not very strong. I would like to be in the back, please.
Well, I have the broadsword, so I guess I'll be in the front.
That's a great idea.
Thank you.
Longsword, not broadsword.
So
I'll go wherever you guys want me.
I'm starting to think we should just like go back and rob this town and then leave. Does anyone
I'm
think
into
it was
that
kind of
idea.
intense?
I didn't see anything that was really worth much out there. I mean, there's just kids you want to rob.
We have to find this kid so we can get a boat maker, because we need a boat, because there's a bounty hunter after us, and that's the quickest way out of here.
So I'm with Eucalyptus on this one. Also, question for the room. Is anybody else's gear just completely covered in rat guts? And does everybody else feel kind of gross about it?
Yeah, we don't have time to feel gross. We gotta do something.
Okay. Lick. This is me cleaning my rat guts off of my hand.
Yeah, I don't really have that problem because all the rats were pretty scared of me. They all kind of ran from my gear, so.
All right, well, my ankles are bleeding still, but don't hear me complaining.
I just think we should be careful with the spells we cast and think who might be around, who would be affected by the spells. I think that makes a lot of sense for some of us.
P throwing shade at Ikto.
I tried to say.
What was that directed to me? Sorry, I was not listening. What'd you say?
You know what? It's fine. Let's just go get this kid and get on this boat, and let's just do it.
Yeah, I feel like all of our spells are wearing off, so I think we should probably, if we want to, we should move. We should get going. Also, that kid seemed real scared. We should try to find him.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I put my ear to the ground and I listen using my senses, tremor sense, for the voice calling to me.
Yes, you take a beat. You had felt the tremors not too far away. There is no stirring within the vicinity of your current sort of gauge. So you feel like at least nothing's moving around the area that you're currently in.
Oh yeah, this thing is dead.
All right.
All right,
so-
I need true sense. True sight. Hold on, guys. Sorry. The whole flying down the tunnel thing and P almost dying, it's got me in a funk. All right, let me sense if there's any ethereal or dead energy and which way to go.
Yes, you take a moment again and you again kind of hop into that strange planar space that sometimes you can access and kind of channel. While you're there, Chante, something very strange happens as you're beginning to utilize your true sight here. There's this sort of dance occurring. The colors are mixing and matching, and there's some sort of vibrational frequency, almost as if somebody knows you're trying to trace them right now and is aware of your ability, having previously encountered it. And right now you're not exactly able to pick up on the direction it's coming in. It kind of
Okay,
hurts your
guys.
head as you get back and try to see.
Okay, guys. So I think they realized I was tracking them, and they sent a bunch of colors. It's a little bit annoying, but also kind of cool and trippy.
Oh yeah, it looks like you vibing. Looks like you're vibing.
Yeah, it looks like you're really having a good time over there, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
it's giving me a headache, but I like it.
So I think we just got attacked by a swarm of rats. I think something probably sent that swarm of rats at us. So my gut instinct is that we should go from the direction the rats came from.
All right.
Ugh.
Should I use my divine sense? Or if his sense didn't work, will mine work?
Your divine sense is something that you can open up certain times of the day. I believe you might have already channeled it. Do you have at least one more divine sense available to you, Eucalyptus? Would you like to use it now? Or would you like to hold on to it?
At the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 5 times per long rest.
Well, would you like to try it again? Just to check? Okay. Seeing Chante kind of gauge everything, you take a moment and you open up your divine sense as well. You breathe in the air. And the most interesting thing here that you were able to pick up on ever so slightly, but you can really feel vibrationally because of your connection to the great beyond. There's this sort of almost like comfort above you where that altar is. One thing you can tell, which is kind of curious to you, which is this: the altar isn't desecrated. Generally speaking, within some sort of vicinity like this, especially with something that you guys have just experienced with that strange creature, you would expect it to be. You would expect there to be some sort of desecration, but there's none of that. It is consecrated and it is okay.
Weird, guys. This being hasn't actually desecrated the chapel or anything, which means maybe it's something undead. Maybe it's something that's not evil, but just in a dark place right now.
Well, I say we do an eeny, meeny, miny, mo situation between the left and the right way.
I'm just gonna run right. All right, peace.
You're running right?
I'm just gonna run right. Bye.
Well,
I think we should probably follow him.
I guess so.
So Chante, you're going to be going forward. You're about 10. You have to literally push through everybody because you're in the back. You're like, all right, I'm just going. So everybody, while he's trying to go, he's going to get you. He's pushing and pulling through all of you. What is the order that you see this in? Chante, it sounds like you're about 10 feet ahead at least, probably of everybody. And then who's going to be next? Eucalyptus, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And then sounds like P's going to be in the middle.
Yep, I'd love to be right behind Eucalyptus. She seems to have a lot of things handled. I'd like to be there.
Right beneath that, Ikto, and then right behind, taking up the rear, good old Jarfield. Sound right?
Now no one can step on my tail.
So you guys all kind of take a beat, except for Chante, who's probably just walking forward very, very proudly and loudly. And you guys take a beat and you begin to traverse, walking down this main hallway. You hit this right turn, and you guys begin to walk through what appears to be some sort of very small underground, rudimentary yet utilized. It's like you can tell that there's some sort of structure to it. It's not freshly carved out or anything like this. And there is a little bit of stonework kind of mixed with the mud and the muck of the area. It seems to be like a very old part of the town, maybe older than the town itself, as you're looking and evaluating the sort of design of the stones compared to the church above and the structures above that you had seen, which weren't necessarily all made of stone. It's pretty interesting. So as you're walking through it, you see these sort of beautiful glistens, Chante, that catch your eye as you're beginning to walk through. Keep in mind, there is no light. So does anybody here have a source of light or cannot see in the dark?
I have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Same.
Yeah, I also have dark vision.
I can't see anything. This is a really fun adventure.
Well, does someone want to carry P, or P, do you want to just do like a hand on the back situation and we can just kind of guide you where you need to be going, or?
I think I'm just gonna
wing it?
Just gonna kind of stumble through is my,
You can take my arm.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Eucalyptus's hand. It's not weird and I'm not a child. It's just dark. I can't see.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
I could fashion a Bjorn.
You're in the middle. It's
fine.
A little bit sticky because I have some blood on it, but
yeah, she's covered in rat guts.
We're all covered in rat guts.
They fled from me. I am clean. I want everybody to know and acknowledge that I am clean.
Yeah, well, I'm still not gonna grab your hand, even if you're clean. I'm gonna grab this gut hand right here.
I made friends
Wow.
with them, and now I'm covered with their blood. This is my nightmare.
Yeah, you really pulled a fast one on them. You got them to love us and to trust us.
Not an advantage right now.
I don't feel good about doing that.
Yeah,
But
you
yeah.
Guys,
still
there's
shove
not enough
some
time
in
to
your
talk about
pack.
the rat guts. Let's go forward.
Yeah.
As you guys are all saying this, you're all kind of like doing like the Scooby-Doo, like tiptoe, kind of walking forward. With Chante is just kind of proudly taking 10 steps ahead. As you guys walk down this main hall, which is probably no more than I would say 30 feet long initially, you hit that right-hand turn. You continue down the right to like another almost like right angle perfectly, another 30 feet it seems. You hit that turn. You take another right. And it seems to lead you down another path of 30 feet. Now, Chante, as you're beginning to walk across, what is your passive perception?
Sorry, I was in that.
Mhm.
My passive perception is, I think, 6. Let me bring it up. I was in the wrong. It is 6 plus 6.
So there should be a little section that says passive perception that has a number on it on your D&D
sorry.
Beyond.
Oh,
Can you let me know?
13.
13. Okay, great. So you're kind of passing, and something catches your eye. Like you're like, oh.
Oh, sorry. I read that wrong. I'm so sorry. 16.
Oh, well, so something definitely catches your eye because you're like, ding, and you hear it almost in your head, like as a sound, even though it was just a visual. And you take a beat, and then you take 2 steps back, and you just completely stop as everyone behind you, dun, 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 kind of like, you all stack up together and kind of knock into each other.
Ow.
Yeah.
Chante, what you see here with that sound, with that visual brought forward, was you're noticing that there's geodes almost like open and cracked around, inlaid with some of this stonework. And there are these beautiful, beautiful geodes that like kind of are sparkling within with this pink and purple glow. It's just beautiful.
Whoa, guys, this is trippy. Look at all these geodes. Oh, by the way, P, this whole time I have a torch. You want to borrow it? Just came to my mind. I have a torch.
Yeah, I'd like to borrow your torch. That would be great.
Yeah, all right, cool. Sorry about the, walking this entire time with you in the dark and me having a torch this entire time. Here you go, but back to these geodes.
Yeah, P, like, you grab the torch, you sit down, and you're, like, just trying to strike it. As you're sitting on the ground, you start to light it up.
Okay, there's something trippy. They're glowing.
I
I'm gonna look further. I'm gonna see if they can be removed.
Can't be that bad if there's geodes around.
Yeah, so Eucalyptus and Chante, it sounds like you guys are investigating. So anybody who, except for P, who's currently preoccupied trying to light a torch, if you guys are looking around and curious about these geodes, roll an investigation check, please, as you're looking at these.
16.
4.
16 plus 1, 17.
11 plus 3, 14.
Okay, yeah, Chante and Ikto, you guys are trying to figure out where they might be loose, or you're just like trying to understand what these things are. Ikto, you don't even know what a geode is. Like,
Yeah, I'm. Whoa! Bright rocks. Ah.
Yeah, you're kind of like afraid of them.
Whoa!
But Eucalyptus and Jarfield, very delicately, you can see that there's maybe 2 or 3 that you could gently pluck out of the stonework here and hold on to if you so choose.
These look valuable. I'm going to take these geodes.
I don't know if we should touch these shiny rocks. These things are spooking me out.
I love a rock. I'll touch a rock, even if it's not beautiful. I'll touch it.
So yes, Eucalyptus, you're able to get 2 of these geodes, one pink one that kind of perfectly is round and cracked in the center, and one other little one that's a little bit thicker and bigger that kind of has this like purple pink glow. And you take both of them and you're able to hold on to them. They're no more than the size of maybe the palm of your hand, but they're nice and they're weighty and they're very beautiful. Jarfield, same for you, but you get access to one more of your choosing color. You can have one extra pink or one extra purple, but you guys successfully pry out some of these geodes. You can tell that they don't continue along this path. They seem to be there was some sort of design that maybe had long withered away that these were a part of.
Just a question. Are these a light source?
They are not glowing bright enough right now in any capacity. You feel like they refract light very, very boldly, though. So when you're like holding them up to P's torch, like literally P, you get the torch done, and then you just see Eucalyptus and Jarfield like with their gemstones around you, like looking at them, and the gems are now really bright. And Ikto, you take a beat, and you're not enjoying how bright they are.
Hey guys, I'm gonna wait out front. Good luck. Yeah, rocks are. Rocks glow like that.
This is a natural occurring rock.
Yeah, it's like you've seen a diamond before. It's just like a diamond. It's like a dirty
That's
diamond.
not just. I've seen a diamond before. That's not a diamand.
Yeah, it's just like a diamond when you don't clean it.
I don't like it, guys. And I wish I wish you guys would listen to my fears right now.
I really like this. What's going on right now? This is working for me. This is
not
what?
Right. There's
a therapy session.
there's not a lot of time to argue about the geodes. We got to find this kid.
Yeah.
As you guys are saying that, you swear you hear a chuckle in the distance, very far away, that's echoing, but it's kind of low and old, and it sounds dusty as if it's coughing up dirt, and you hear like a
Fine, we can move forward because that intrigues me. But if this ends up being some freaking shiny rock monster, I'm letting you guys know I'm booking it.
Look,
I'm getting out of here.
If this is a shiny rock monster, I'm gonna tell it that Chante stole the shiny rocks, and then it'll be fine.
Hey, I'll go in on that.
Dude, I'm one with nature. I don't care.
You guys, I think that sounds familiar. I think I've heard that before.
You've heard that laugh before?
I think so. Maybe. I don't know now. I thought
Wait.
Oh yeah, it's definitely this thing that's been calling us this entire time. Probably a trap. We should go move forward with caution, because
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Also, just saying, like if it sounds dusty, like dust is flammable and P's got a torch.
Okay,
that was a dusty chuckle.
And, pour it out on her torch.
If Ikto tries to, we'll punch him in the face.
Hey!
No, because we're all in this together, because we all got ourselves in this together, and you aren't allowed to leave just because you don't like rocks.
I like rocks. I don't like the shiny ones. I don't trust them. Okay.
Wait, Chante. It seems like you got something you want to say.
To be fair, I should be able to leave whenever I want.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go.
Can we not? No one's leaving. There's a coughing old man here. We've got to.
I agree. We should go and check out that right now. I'm just saying, you're making me kind of want to leave just out of spite. But let's just move forward.
I don't want to say too much, but the idea of a coughing old man right now is really kind of psyching me out. Yeah.
It reminds me of when we were all in jail. The old man in the corner.
Oh man,
I'm gonna go and check it out then. I'm gonna cautiously go and check it out.
Yeah,
I want to give that man, please. If it's him, whoo!
I mean, I think his name was. I remember it's a memory of a memory, but his name was Avenir, and I let him out of jail. So if it's him, he owes me one.
Yeah.
Let's go and see if it's that jackass, because we gotta find out.
I abruptly but cautiously move forward. Not telling them.
Abruptly but cautiously move forward is like the perfect sentence for D&D. So you guys kind of hunker down once more, now with geodes, and begin to press on down this sort of strange, very angular underground, I guess. What's the word for I'm looking for? Almost just like a
Like a labyrinth?
Labyrinth, almost like a labyrinth, because of how angular it is and erratic it is, and it doesn't really seem to have an out point or any doors. It doesn't seem to really make sense. You're just kind of going and hitting one wall and then going and hitting another. But you do make 3 rights, then you make 3 lefts as you're walking through this sort of design. It's sort of trying to disorientate you as you're walking through. Finally, after a couple of very, very strange twists and turns that seem to be fairly monotonous as you guys have had these conversations as you were pushing forward, you hit this room, and suddenly, Chante, you're still leading the pack, right?
Yeah. I mean,
you take a beat as you're walking in. It kind of opens up, and you feel like a little bit of like a kiss on your face of some sort of break in the air, as if there is like at least a little bit more air to breathe in, and you quickly see why. It's stale, but you come upon very quickly on that sixth turn this sort of open room with this ancient looking stonework that has higher ceilings now. It's about, I would say, about 10 feet high, about double the size, much wider. This room seems to be probably about a 30 by 30 foot square. And the reason why it was so alarming is the moment that you kind of stepped and walked forward towards it, as you guys were all talking and you were like, hold up, everybody, you see these 6 sort of structures of stone, these like pillars, almost columns that come up halfway through the room, about 5 feet high. And you hear a as they all light up at your arrival with this sort of blue light. It illuminates the inside of this room in blue. It's very, very bright comparatively. And P, you take a moment trying to save your torch, and you can actually probably at least douse it out here since the light is bright enough for you to see without it. As you take a moment and you look, you can see that the groundwork here, the patterns of the actual flooring are different. You see some of the stones with waves. You see some of the stones with reliefs of seashells. You see some of the flooring here in the shape of what appears to be a ship. There's all of these designs in some sort of intricate pattern before you. And these stones that had just lit up, leading to a door on the other side that seems to continue the path.
I think I know what this is.
Wait, what is, other than being very weird, what is this?
I think it's like for the devotees of this goddess. It's like the inner chambers, like for the ones that are really, really high up in the order. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah. Like this is like the church below the church.
Yeah, like if you really know the magic of this goddess.
So since this is a water goddess, and you know,
Yes,
I'm the
no.
water. Yes. Maybe I'm just gonna plead to her and be like, hey, help us out, water goddess. You might be cool. I'm water too, so let's just do this thing. And then
Hey,
maybe she's like, cool, and we want to hang out some more. I don't know. Let's do this.
Yeah, tell her I said what's up.
Yeah.
I just hope I don't get wet. I hate water.
So I'm just gonna scream that without knowing anything into this chamber.
Okay, so you just scream it in common?
Yeah, I just do it with
Okay.
no.
You open your mouth and you say it normally, and you hear this sort of echo that just hits you back, which is your own voice back into your ears. Nothing responds to
I
that.
don't think it worked.
I have an idea. I mean, I happen to speak Celestial. Do we think maybe that's like a language of the gods, right?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe she might, I don't know, I'll try talking, I'll say that in Celestial. Hey,
Okay.
goddess lady, what's up?
What's up? Hits you back into your ears.
Nothing. Okay.
Okay, I speak primordial. If she's primordial, I think I might be able to see if this works.
Just gonna keep screaming in language.
Yo, hey, will you help us, please? Also, don't cover me in water. I'm a cat.
As you echo and say something in primordial, you hear a song that begins within the chamber. And it sort of sounds like a tune of a woman's voice, as if you're crashing through the waves of the sea. She sings it to you, sort of solemnly. Towns without houses, forests without trees, mountains without borders, and waterless seas.
Well, that's creepy as hell.
Yeah, we should have just robbed the town, huh? Dang.
We're not doing it. We're not gonna rob the town. We decided we're not robbing the town. And is everyone forgetting that there's someone else down here? There was a laugh, and now there's a song. And I think they're different things.
All right, I'm gonna inspect these pillars because
Okay,
clearly there's
roll
something there.
a perception check.
Finally.
8 and where's my +6?
Oh, that's pretty good. So 14. Okay, so what you can see is this before you. As you're looking at the actual stonework, you can tell that not all of the stonework here is just dedicated to seas. Majority of it is water-based. But you can see a little bit further along, a solid jump. There's a couple of them that do look like structures. You see a couple that do look like trees. You do see a couple that look like the mountains. And then, of course, you see all the sea pattern work. And you can tell that there is a very simple laid out pattern of these sort of four, as you're kind of evaluating it, you're not 100% sure yet. You probably need to confer with the rest of your team, but there is some sort of pattern.
It's a
on the
puzzle. Waterless seas. So we just need to make sure that there's no water in the sea thing. And then what was the rest of the song?
I remember mountains without borders.
Okay. We'll look for any borderless pattern, and I'll look for any water thing here in this.
If water was so water is how we got down here. So what if we just started pouring water all over the place?
Waterless seas, though. Also, I'll take that water.
But that doesn't mean it should be waterless.
Means maybe it is, and maybe they want it to not. Guys, I don't know if we're smart enough to figure out this puzzle. Is there do you guys think we could just skip this room and come back to it?
I'm just gonna start taking my water skin and throw water on the pillar that has the water image.
All right, do you step into the room?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that we're already in the room.
Oh.
No, you guys are waiting right outside of it. You have not walked in yet.
Oh, I step into this room.
Chante, you step into the room, and the first step that you take onto is onto some sort of, you're not looking down, you're not seeing what this stonework is. But the moment that you hit onto it, there's this sort of and you look above you, and some of the stonework above, almost crumbles and falls onto you. You take 3 points. First, I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw, because you won't take this damage if you're able to. Well, you'll take half of it.
Okay. 19.
So you're able to dodge out of the way, you dodge back to the group, but you still unfortunately take 2 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall of the rocks above you. As you take a beat and you look down, you stepped onto some sort of plate that looks like it was in the shape of a rock. Like it was almost designed with boulders and piles of rocks.
Oh, hey, this plate should probably go on the mountain one, right? Let's look for other plates.
Dude, wait, hold on. Are you okay? Because a
rock just fell on you.
Fell on your head.
Are you in shock?
Don't just start. Dude, hold on. Are you all right?
Yeah,
I'm fine. Follow my fingers. Hey,
earlier,
look at me. Follow my fingers.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we should listen to the guy that just got a concussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, everything just fell there. He wants to walk back in. Some of us are tired and hurt. You just
Yeah.
I'm still bleeding.
Listen. I already see double. Now it's just triple.
Can you tell me your name? Do you know what your name is? Just.
Oh God, it's taking him a
I think
second.
we can do these plates, okay? but if anyone does have some herbs, and I have a bunch of herbs, but they're
Jarfield,
okay.
I'm sorry about your tail, but I think we should make Chante get to the back of the line here.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm fine. We just should look up for any more booby traps or whatever.
Okay, so I'm also going to step into the room, and I'm going to step exactly where Chante stepped, and I'm going to look around, and I'm just curious. So this tile, maybe there's a connection. This tile, you stepped on it, it had rocks on it, and then it made rocks fall on you.
Yes.
Maybe there are pictures on the other tiles that say other things that will happen to us if we step on them.
And then we can put them.
Jarfield, can I have you roll a quick perception check?
Okay. 3 plus, let's see, 3, so 6.
Okay, so you're okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna step right where, Chante just was. So you kind of step out and you do a cat leap, but much as cats sometimes do, you kind of overjumped a little bit. And you step on one that appears to be some sort of forest design. At this moment, as it's happening, you look below, and right away you see that it enacted. The plate kind of sunk about, just like on Chante's, it sunk about half an inch. And then fire kicks up around it. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. 13 plus 3, so 16.
Okay, so you're able to jump back to where everybody is, but you only take you take 2 points of fire damage, unfortunately.
Oh, my tail.
Well, maybe we should have gone in the other. Maybe we went in the wrong one. We need to go in the left corridor because this is getting scary. Here, I just want to look at the floor really quick.
All right. As usual, this is a case for my axe.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No,
Yeah.
it's not a case for your axe.
This is a case for my axe. And I want to look for any more tiles and safely toss my axe on the tile.
I just
It's
have a
pretty
quick
heavy.
question.
Kind of smart.
I'm like basically a regular bitch. All you guys kind of have. Can you fly? Like, is that a thing that anyone has? And is that racist? I don't know. Like, does anyone
It's a
have
little
that?
racist.
I can't fly. Yeah,
I
can't
have
really...
some rope and some vines. If we see anything on the ceiling that we can like throw it up to, maybe we can use my axe because that's a great idea. Tie the axe and use it as a grappling hook.
Anytime one of us has a concussion, unless we're in battle, we should confiscate all of our weapons or all of that person's. Because I don't feel great about Chante having an axe when he admitted that he's seeing double and he can't remember his
I see
name.
double a lot.
You're seeing triple now?
Oh yeah.
I said that.
Okay, so I've got an idea.
I'm gonna look for another tile.
And
throw
I know
my-
Ikto was also, you were mentioning you also were looking around trying to gauge things as well?
I want to just look at the floor
Okay.
and just like see
Great.
if there's a path that doesn't have any pressure plates.
Okay, roll a perception check, please.
Perception. I rolled a 3 plus 2, so a 5.
They all look like they potentially could have pressure plates, and then the one above, like as you look up, it looks like there's different patterns of traps. Like maybe there's certain things that unlock and open within the actual ceiling design too, so it's hard to match it all up.
Okay, guys, I got nothing. Someone else go.
All right.
I have a javelin. Can I throw that into it?
Yeah, let's just tie my rope to our various weapons and toss them at any plate and see what happens.
Yeah, do you think if we trigger every single, if we were to trigger every single pressure plate, do we think all the traps would just be gone?
Yes. You said,
Okay.
he has the
Wait,
concussion.
guys.
Now you're
Wait.
agreeing with me.
Wait, I think
Never
I
try
think
to take
that,
my axe.
I think that we could do this without messing up anybody's weapons, because
Rope.
I have a trick up my sleeve, or should I say, a mage hand. Snap fingers.
Oh,
mage hand.
yes. So describe what happens when you do that.
So I snap my fingers, and then magic hand crawls up my back, and then gives everybody a thumbs up. And I'm like, guys, I could just have this thing trigger all the traps for us.
Wow. You,
All right,
you
cool.
Gives you a
literally
thumbs
let
up.
yourself catch on fire before offering that. Right after we watched Chante get a concussion.
Look, I tried to step where he stepped. I'm real good at jumping, so I overshot, guys. I'm a cat.
Hey, it's all right, buddy. I'm really happy that you're able to bring this forward now.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna mage hand. Let's so I'm gonna step back from the previously on fire plate that I was on to the plate that Chante is on, and then I'm gonna say, yo, mage hand, can you apply pressure to the plate that's directly ahead of the one that set me on fire? And then my
Yes.
mage hand gives a thumbs up.
Your mage hand gives it a thumbs up, kind of floats forward. You guys just watch this like kind of spectral hand go over to this other plate that has not yet been triggered and pushes down. As you can see it kind of illuminated, you can see that the one that it's pushing down on is one that seems to be this sort of structure of some sort of maybe house. It's hard to tell exactly what the design is. It seems to have some sort of thatched roof or be a design of a church. And as the hand pushes down on it, you hear like a and you see that the lights get a little bit brighter, and then you hear, for those who can understand primordial, towns without houses, and that's just what you hear first.
We gotta go to the thing with the town and the houses, the beam.
Wait, I think that we need to hit every plate, every pressure plate in the order of the song. And
Smart.
that one triggered that line. And maybe if we find each plate that is that has a respective, each plate that has a respective line from the song, and then we do it in order because we all definitely remember the song, we can definitely get through this room.
Okay.
I don't remember the song, but
yeah,
that's just my short-term memory is like really.
Oh yeah, you have a concussion. Your ear is bleeding.
first.
So yeah. Okay, so what? Okay, so does everybody remember? Everybody remembers the song. What is the song?
Is towns without houses, mountains without borders. Is water's not here, and
Water was at the end.
neither are horses.
Water.
I don't know what she said. I don't speak primordial.
Okay, okay, guys, I got this. In primordial. Hey, can you sing us that song again?
Towns without houses, forests without trees, mountains without boulders, waterless seas.
Yeah, pretty much what I was saying.
Town, forest.
So we got the towns without houses.
Can someone tell me what's happening? I don't speak the language. It's
Yeah,
dark.
So it's towns, forests, mountains, water. So are there any more? So we just pressed the towns without houses pressure plate that had a house on it. I stepped on a forest plate.
That's the one behind it.
Yeah. Are there any other forest plates near me? Can anybody else see a forest plate?
So as you guys are talking about this, you do catch that there is a very strange pattern. This is a very long room. Remember, it's 30 feet long. And these squares are, only about 3.5 feet each way. So as you're looking at it, you're realizing that there's a very complex pattern, but within like a jump or two, there's always one of the ones that follow the pattern of the song.
I got it. If we follow the pattern of the song, we won't get booby-trapped in.
That's what I said, dude. That was my whole plan.
No, I got it. All right, so let's just jump. We all go from town to forest to mountain to water, and that's how we can make it through this little dungeon thingy.
Okay, I'm real good at jumping, as I previously established. So I'm gonna. We don't need to jump to the town one because we've triggered the 2 traps leading up to it. So I'm gonna walk up to this town plate and just make sure that it doesn't immediately set off and kill me. All right, cool. So I'm gonna do that.
Wait, do we still have the mage hand?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you
Thumbs up.
jump on the same one that the hand was on.
Yes.
Okay. So as you do that, you step on it, and suddenly you hear this sort of like this scream, this high-pitched scream. Can I have you roll a wisdom saving throw?
I'm out.
Okay. 2 + 1, 3.
Okay, yes. Your ears kind of ring with this vibrational frequency. You take 1 point of psychic damage as it's like very loud, and you kind of hop back to your group.
Okay, guys, let's get out of here.
Yeah, I'm guys.
We have to go to forest next, is what I'm telling you guys. Stop disregarding me just because I'm always high and have a concussion.
Well, I'm with Chante. Can't we just use the hand for all of them and do them in order?
Yeah.
No, I think we need to jump in the pattern. I don't think it's about hitting all of them, right? It's about jumping. I have to go towns, then I gotta step forests, and then
so the next is forest.
But why do we have to step on them? Why can't we just ignite, set them up?
Maybe, okay, let's just see what happens. I'll just, if I use my mage hand to set them off in order, nobody will get hurt, and we'll just see if that does anything. And then maybe that'll make the room not hurt us anymore. Ouch, ouch, ouch. My ears.
Repeated me.
Yes.
I feel like he's repeating all of them.
just throws her hands up, and you guys are all just repeating each other's pitches. There's another minute where you guys all just say the same thing, and then you guys stop.
Well, my pitches involve a handle, an axe tied to a rope, and an anchor. But we can do the mage hand because that's better and more effective.
I vote mage hand. Are we voting?
Never let me
go. Mage hand.
Said it already.
Okay, so let's do Eucalyptus's idea and use the mage hand.
What if we use the mage hand?
Okay, if I had the mage hand, I would smack you in the face.
I got you.
You
Use
heard
mage
it.
hand. I'm gonna use the mage hand to just lightly give Ikto
Okay. Sorry,
Yeah,
that was hilarious. So you take this mage hand out and you follow, and you're kind of conducting it to each of these patterns, and you hear the song as you're triggering certain plates that you can see. Towns without houses, forts without seas, mountains without boulders, and waters as seas. And you kind of like go around, and there's this sort of melodic tone. And yes, each plate you're going to is accurately igniting. However, you do notice, or almost triggering correctly. But as you press down on each one, you do see there's like a bounce. So if anybody were to come back, it almost resets itself every 4 of the song. So you're realizing you have to kind of continue that pattern to be able to get to the other side.
Yeah, we gotta follow it, guys. We gotta jump. I think.
Yeah,
P,
it's like it's
no
more of a
offense,
skip. It's
don't-
more of a skip. We gotta
Yeah.
skip.
Don't make this into a thing, P, but you should get on someone's shoulders, piggyback style, because I don't trust you to be
Can we pause?
tiny.
The only things I want us to do on adventures are lie and like do cartwheels and eat. Those are like the 3 things I can do. And so you're gonna immediately put me on.
Which is why I think you should get on someone's. You should piggyback someone. Just. I mean, I'm not trying to make this into a thing.
Are you offering yourself as a piggybacker?
I think you're the noble one, right? Like you want to help her?
Okay, I'm gonna do this. I believe in myself. This is getting.
They're just like they're 3 feet. I don't think you can jump 3 feet.
Can I, in this tunnel, jump 3 feet? Show everyone I can jump 3 feet real fast.
Yeah, you can totally do that. Make a dex check. Or an acrobatic. It can also be acrobatics if you want to do a cartwheel.
Let me measure this out so we know for sure. So I'm just gonna do, I think that my foot is exactly 1 foot long. That's lore.
And my axe
That's
is 2
canon.
feet long.
Am I rolling a d20?
Yes, please. And then add that, we'll make it an acrobatics bonus.
So 9 plus 6 is 15.
Yeah, you take a beat as Ikto's trying to measure it, and you run to the back of the party, and you jump like almost like 8 feet. Like you jump and you like do like a jump kick off the side of the you kind of parkour. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think that was probably almost 3 feet.
Yeah. All right, let's start jumping on some tiles.
All right.
But
Right.
one at a time, right? We need to have one person go.
No,
all
so
the way
like
through.
P literally pushes through. Like I can tell she's on a roll. Like she pushes through everybody. She's tiny. She can make her way through you guys, and she starts to jump. So P, can I have you please roll that same check as you're starting to hop from location to location? You can choose athletics or acrobats.
I'm choosing acrobats, and it's 17 plus 6.
Wow.
Oh, so you tell me how you activate this. You tell me how you use acrobatics for this pattern.
I run and I do like a cool aerial. Like I do an aerial and I land on the correct one, and then I do them in order to get through, and just aerials. 'Cause I'm really good at aerials.
Yeah, so you do like back flips and front flips. Like you're actually doing like very, very rigorous show-offy sort of gymnastics at Olympics levels.
My ego is so low. I need this right now. This is what I need.
Chante forgotten on her back.
I feel like she might be good at this.
Yeah. Next time, maybe ride her.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. Thanks for that
I'll take it back.
extra-ness.
So P, you're actually starting to flip through things further than anybody else has pressed. All of you guys have kind of done things within like 15 feet. You haven't gone to that other 15 feet of the room yet. So as you're starting to hop onto other things and the song is kind of playing in this roundabout way, almost as if it was like the empty piano hand sort of thing, like there's this musicality that's kind of filling the room. You take a beat and you get to the other side, and you see something very interesting only on your side currently. There is some sort of like almost glistening glow to those to those pillars that you're seeing. You guys all notice that they get brighter the more that you press and the more that you kind of follow the pattern. But from where you're standing, you get a much better view of it all, and you have a feeling that if certain things happen a certain way, maybe there's more to this equation. There's more to this than meets the eye. So you're just kind of sitting there and looking at it as you're looking at the pattern.
Okay. Are you going to tell us about it?
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, I was distracted. There's some stuff going on. I'm starting to think that there's more to this room than just these weird tiles. I want to You guys, we should look at the pillars and the ceiling and the wall.
As you're saying that, you look at what P had just done, like with flipping everything, because you were looking at the ceiling, you were looking at everything, making sure she was okay, but also very impressed by her flips.
Super impressed. Was totally wrong about that.
But the ceiling is what's glowing, and the light that's getting brighter from the pillars that are only about 5 feet high, the more that light touches and gets brighter and goes to the ceiling, it's illuminating something on the ceiling.
Oh my God.
That's what
you
you're
guys.
catching.
There's this amazing thing on the ceiling. It's pretty cool. Hey, P? Can you light your torch and shine it towards the ceiling?
It's gonna take me a second to light it. I put it out and I put it away.
Okay.
Got nothing but time.
Yeah, she'll do it while she's upside down mid flip.
I mean,
Not taking that risk. I'm landing first.
Hey, don't stay on one of those plates for too long.
P, you're on the other side. You're safe. You light the torch. You kind of try to jump. You're very short. It's about 10 feet high. So you're 3 feet high, and you're getting the torch kind of up to it. Like you're jumping well enough. But it seems like whatever's happening, it's a magical light. You need magical light to activate it, not regular light.
Man.
It was dark.
Okay, I feel like Ikto or me should do this because
No, the dark vision doesn't quite change it. It's whatever the arcane magical properties of those lights are. It's what's kind of getting brighter as things get activated. So
we got to activate more stuff.
Hey, maybe we can all do it in a different order. Well, no, not a different order. No, but if we keep doing it while one of us looks up, maybe it'll unlock some pattern or something. Like, just keep doing it, and maybe we can figure out what's happening, because the more people move on the tiles, the more it lights up.
Maybe we each stay on one of the tiles and then just push it when it's our turn. Does that make sense? In the song.
Like, just jump?
Something about that scares me.
Yeah, I just got set on fire and my little cat ears hurt. So I'm gonna like, there's 4 tiles and 5 of us, so I'm gonna be the scaredy cat here.
Well, I'm already on the other end, and I'll look up at the ceiling, the hardest.
I'm sure that there's some really cool things with this room that are so sweet, and if we really work hard, we could figure it out. But I'm terrified of what's going on in this. Everything I've seen so far has been spooky and has been awful, and I just want to we found out how to get across. I just want to get across, guys.
Okay, Ikto is being a little punk, but listen, there's something to do with the ceilings, with these tiles, and we still haven't figured out what these pillars are.
Yeah,
I want to go up to the town pillar.
Oh, sorry, Azie, what were you saying? Sorry, you keep getting cut off because I think it's your mic.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
If you just get on the other side, then we'll just be standing there. There's nothing else. So we have to figure this out so we can get out of here. Or we go back, but we're not doing that. Because then
now that we're on the other side of the room, is there a path out? Is there a way to get further down?
Pete, do you want to do a quick peek down that hallway? Okay, so you do so now that your torch is lit. You take a moment and you kind of walk forward and you lift up your light. You look down, it continues. There's some sort of strong right hand turn once more down that path. It seems colder though, like there's like a chill in the air in that direction.
Okay, guys. It goes further, but it's kind of chillier, I guess. It feels like it's gonna get colder, and there's gonna be more. So I think we need to get through the room. But also, I'll look up at this. If we really care, I'll look up at the ceiling while you guys finish it up, and I'll tell you if I see anything.
I feel like there's more death down there.
There's more death up there. There's more death down there.
I feel like there's death.
Everything is death.
I feel like it'd be bad to go down there, you guys.
What do you want to do? To stay in this room?
I want to figure out what these pillars have to do with something. There's pillars. Why are there pillars? There's a lighted ceiling when we jump on tiles, and then there are pillars. I want to check out the town pillar because that was the first pillar, the first thing of the song. I'm gonna jump in order of the tiles.
Okay, so Chante, make a athletics check or make a acrobatics check.
All right, I talked a lot of shit on Pete, but I don't have any acrobatics plus. But I do have one athletics. Okay, an 11 plus 1.
Okay, so way less gracefully, but successfully. Chante takes almost 3 times the amount of like it takes way longer. And so the song is like towns without houses, and then there's like a solid minute wait. And then he like hops to the next one, and then it's forest without trees. Another minute. You like really have to get the energy. Mountains without boulders.
I gotta stop smoking.
Waterless seas. And you finally, after a couple of those, and everyone watching you for at least a couple minutes, you're able to make it to the other side.
Oh.
Wow, watching him do that, really, I forgot about how scared I was.
I have so much
ready
more
to try
respect for
this.
P right now. Oh my god, jumping is hard.
It's really hard.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna inspect this pillar.
Okay, yeah. So as Chante, you kind of keep your eyes about you as everybody else is about to attempt
Oh, I
to
put my
cross,
shield above
right?
my head. I don't want anything falling on me again. I am just really winded and my head hurts.
Yeah, like it almost hurts lifting up. Like you're like breathing and you're just, you're recovering hard, Chante. Anybody else want to attempt to cross right now with the same check?
I'll do it.
Do you see anything?
I'm
What?
sorry, what did you say, Azie? Your mic is a little hard to hear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
it's
said,
okay.
do you see anything on the ceiling?
Yes. So when Chante did it, it like kind of like got brighter ever so slightly, and then it like faded away. So like you would get glimpses of whatever it is, but Chante was so slow that the light is just nowhere near the strength you need to be able to actually understand what's in the ceiling.
Okay, guys.
I'd like to try it, but I'd also like to try and do it so that the timing of it is as perfect as possible with the song.
Okay. Okay, great.
I tried that too. Okay.
Hey, I know you did, but I think
we
those minute
appreciate
breaks.
it. You did your best, and we applaud that.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
You made it. That's what matters.
My scalp is bleeding.
It's okay. We tried to get you to rest. You know, I don't really want to hear it.
All right, Ikto. Let's have you roll that check. It can be acrobatics or athletics.
All right, I'm gonna do acrobatics, and I got a 13 plus 1, so a 14.
Okay, 14. You're hopping and you're trying to keep with the pattern, but you're a little too conscious of the safety. So you're able to accurately get across, and you're doing it with a little bit more grace than Chante did. But just you're too concerned about your own safety and things falling on. So each jump you're making, you're like, so you're not exactly timing it perfectly with the song. And you get to the other side, where Chante and P are without any trouble, but still not able to see what that illuminated part of the ceiling is.
Okay, I don't want to get set on fire or have my little ears get hurt again, but as a cat, I think I got this. I'm going to go for it.
Are you going to do an athletics or an acrobatics check?
Oh,
Jarfield.
acrobatics.
Okay, go for acrobatics.
Okay, so that's 9 plus 5, so 14.
Okay, yeah, you're able to kind of leap from location to location with all the strength that a cat could muster, being a scaredy cat moments ago.
Yeah, I'm like, ow, 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 ow.
And with a little less showmanship, but with grace and safety, you get to the other side without trouble. Eucalyptus, you're still looking up at that ceiling, and you can't quite get enough of it. There's just like there needs to be more, or there needs to, the lights are not bright enough. They kind of all glow and then fade and glow and then fade.
Okay. I wonder if this is about speed or if it's about pressure. Like, if I try to do it faster, will it light up, or do we all need to do it together? How do I find out?
I feel like triggering one while someone's already standing on another is a no-no.
No, I mean like if we all jumped at the same time to get it to have more pressure. But I'll just try to do it fast.
Okay, sounds good. So acrobatics or athletics, Eucalyptus? Okay.
8.
8. Do you have any bonus?
2.
2. Okay. You hop on the first one, and right away your foot hit somewhere in the middle. Like you weren't perfectly on top of that first plate, and you hit the one next to it, which unfortunately is a boulder activation. So you take a moment, as you can kind of see, and you look up, roll a quick dex saving throw to jump back.
I don't want to say what it is.
Was it a 1?
Oh no.
It's a 3.
Okay, 3 is better than a 1. Okay. Do you have a plus on your saving throw to
-1.
Oh no.
because of your armor? So you take a beat, you jump back, but unfortunately take 3 points of bludgeoning damage from the rocks falling above you.
I'm
Was
starting to
that
think.
hit points?
What?
Does that go under hit points?
Yeah, 3 hit points down.
Oh.
I'm starting to think maybe P should try this because she's better than us at this.
I don't know what we're trying to do anymore. I thought we just wanted to get to the other side, and I don't even know.
P, can you jump in the order of the tile again, and we'll all just look?
Wait,
Maybe
but I
touch it.
just thought of this. How do we get back stepping on the right plates?
Do we have to?
You're going forward.
Yeah, we went forward and we had all the plates.
I think
But
it's
now
still-
the first plate that we have to trigger is all the way on the other side of the room.
Well, no. The plates are in. I mean, like looking a little bit closer. The plates are in sequential order, but it's a very long room, so there's multiple town plates, multiple.
So you
forest
guys
plates.
have played the song several times over
Yeah, with different
in a
tiles.
pattern.
So maybe the also Eucalyptus. Are you okay?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'm.
It sucks, right? Yeah. It
Okay,
sucks.
so if we want to figure this room out, maybe the thing to
Okay.
do is that we all jump not at exactly the same time, but close to the same time, so that like the second that I jump off of the town plate to the forest plate, somebody else is already on the town plate. So it's kind of like we're all basically by doing it quickly, we'll hit a point where all of us are kind of on every plate at the same
I
time.
feel like I don't trust us to accomplish that.
I also agree with
Why
that.
aren't we going just
I
Why
feel
don't we
like
just leave?
there's death down
What
there.
about the kid or some shit? You were so worried about the kid.
I cannot hear that
forever.
kid anymore. He's probably dead. There's death down that tunnel. I cannot
Yeah.
hear any living thing. So there's clearly something bad down that tunnel, and it's getting cold.
I feel like if we spend more time in this room, we're just inevitably going to get a lot more hurt. And then when we inevitably have to go find that fucking kid that you guys love so
No,
much,
he is dead.
we're
I
gonna
cannot
lose
hear
the
him.
fight, and we're all gonna die. And
Okay,
Find the kid because let me tell you again. We find the kid, we break the spell on this damn town, then we get a boat maker, and then we get a boat, and then we get out of here.
That's
Yeah, and that's
fine, but it
fine,
has
but
to
if
be
we-
the magic ceiling.
if we get caught up in this room, we are all gonna die in
It's
this
a magic
room.
ceiling. That
okay.
kid is
Why do you care about a magic ceiling?
because I don't hear the kid. I can't hear anything. I used
You
to be able to
have a
see death, but
concussion.
now I'm telling you, we have to figure out this magic ceiling.
Okay.
I'm leaving Chante behind.
You guys are all in. You're like, it's like a room that's all bringing you to your knees as you're all screaming up in the air. Like I did the visual. It's
Okay,
pretty-
let's all do a vote. Who's on team? Let's just go and try to find this kid, and who's on team? Let's either leave or figure this ceiling out. Who's on team kid?
Let's
Uh,
go leave, find a kid.
Okay, so we've got 3 for kid. Who's on team figure this ceiling out? We got 2 for that. So it's like almost.
That's a
tie.
majority.
Your mage,
Is
your
it?
mage hand raised the hand on the ceiling one.
Okay. Oh, nobody
you know
asked
what?
you.
That is a hint. Because here's the thing.
I'm gonna start hitting these pillars with my axe if you guys don't figure something out, because you clearly don't like the axe.
Figure
Okay.
it out. I'm moving.
How
Okay.
do we know that if we don't figure this out, maybe this is a clue to the next step. If you don't go by steps, then when we get to the next step, we'll die.
I just want to point out that the two
Agreed.
people that want to stay because of a shiny ceiling also got hit in the head with boulders. I just want to point that out. I think that's important to say. I'm not trying to say anything about you guys.
I
I'm
think
just saying.
Eucalyptus
Uh,
is wise, and you should listen to her.
I also think my mage hand. Look, my mage hand's usually pretty down the middle. My mage hand usually don't speak up too much and just kind of goes with the flow. That my mage hand thinks that we should stay in this room kind of shifts me to team. Let's stay in this room.
Are you kidding me?
The mage hand kind of hides behind Jarfield's neck.
I'm gonna get that fucking hand.
Yeah.
I love that fucking hand.
Okay.
Fine, I'll sit right here. You guys try something out. I'll sit here.
Ikto,
So-
you try to get the hand as it like dances around Jarfield's body. You're just trying to grab it.
I'm gonna get you with some fleas.
Okay, so I'm gonna try. So this is my plan. If let's see, Eucalyptus, Chante, if either of you want to join in, it would be appreciated. I'm gonna start jumping on the tiles in order again to get back to the entrance of the room.
I have one thing to say.
While
I have an idea.
Okay, wait. Let me say my idea, then you can say your idea. While I'm doing that, my mage hand is going to follow behind me, and when I step on the town plate, for example, the mage hand is going to put pressure on the forest plate. When I'm on the forest plate, or when I'm on the mountain plate, it's going to step on the forest plate. When I'm on the water plate, it's going to step on the mountain plate. That way, at the very least, there are 2 tiles at any given time that are lit up. Anybody else in this room can try to join me and jump on the tiles behind the mage hand so that we can have 3 plates lit up at the same time. Or we could have 4 people, or we could have 3 people, plus including the mage hand, do it so that we can get all these tiles lit up at the same time.
Can we test that out?
Just for clarification from someone
first?
more, for clarification for someone more with more perception than me, there are several of the town, forest, mountain, and water plates, right? So what if rather than us stepping on different ones, we all try and step on a town one at the same time, then we all move to a forest one, and we all have to do that sequentially, because the idea of stepping from town to forest and then having something step on town sounds like we're just asking ourselves to get lit up by folders and psychic.
I agree.
I just want to say that this is what I was trying to say before, but I am bad at explaining things.
Oh,
I agree with Ikto.
Eucalyptus,
I
you
think we
kind
should
of you
use the
touched
mage
some
hand.
blood on your head from the falling.
Okay,
rock.
wait. So like how many? Sorry, I hadn't given this room a really good look. I just started jumping without really looking. Are all these tiles in a line? Is it all town tiles in a line?
Yeah, you actually are.
How many town tiles are there? Are there 5 of them? Are there 7 of them?
Yes, you're specifically looking now. Like you're really trying to understand the pattern of this. Even though unfortunately earlier you guys couldn't quite decode it because your eyes weren't adjusted or you didn't understand the patterns of it all. You're looking. There are there are almost like staggered ones. Each one, each area here, because of the size of the actual like plated space being 3.5 by 5 feet in a 30 by 30 foot room, it's fairly like. It's a fairly big pattern. Like that's like almost 9 to 8 of these per stack. And because it's almost like 30 feet long, that's also like, there's a lot of them, needless to say.
So all we have to
each
do,
one has, so there's about 8 of each one.
all we have to do is continually, if we want to walk around in this room, is continually step in the order of town, forest, mountain, water.
But we have to do it quickly. If we stand on it.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Chante was chilling for a minute on each one.
Yeah, I don't think it's about how fast we do it. I think it's about how much we do it at once, like the pressure.
I think it's just about hitting all of them. If we just go through and we step on all of them.
That's the problem. Is there's 5 of us and there's
one person can chill back.
Like from the looks of it, there's 8 of each individual plate per stack. So there's presumably 30 there's 30 town plates in this room. So like unless there's 30 of us, we can't step on all of them.
But if 4 of us do it at once, right? If we're all doing it at once in a normal order, because like clearly when I did it slowly, the song sucked and it didn't work very well. So what I'm saying is if multiples of us do it, so if we all jump on town and then we all jump in order but at a good pace, I think it'll open up.
Okay.
Is everybody in for that?
Like, I think it's going to require coordination and speed. Unfortunately, 2 of us got hit in the head, and we also sucked at it before that happened.
Why don't we each just say 1, 2, 3 when we're on it, and then jump to the next one?
Yeah, we all wait. We all stagger and just wait on each thing, and then we say 1, 2, 3, jump, and we go to the next one.
But we have to do it at a pretty good pace.
Okay, 1, 2, jump.
Oh,
All right.
wait, 1, 2, 3, jump, or 1, 2, jump?
Okay, how about this? Just jump. Jump.
Whoa. We
Jump.
need to count this down.
Guys, stop. Before you guys go any further, my final plea for no one to do this. I don't know if
I'm
the
with that.
can save us. We just had a sea of rats.
Can we jump to like a rhythm of like a song?
Chante.
Let's just do. Oh, you
Okay.
mean
Okay, P, let's try this once. And if this, actually, let's all agree. Let's do this. And if it doesn't work, we'll just push forward.
I just want to say one more thing. We got our asses kicked by a bunch of rats at full health and full armor and full spells.
Not good.
And now we want to put ourselves in more danger because it might be a clue for the next room.
Yes.
No, we're in danger. It doesn't matter. We're in danger.
I don't think it's smart to weaken ourselves before we run forward.
I don't think it's
Into
smart
more
to go
danger.
into a weird cold tunnel where there's definitely not a kid down there. I'd be able to hear him.
And it's cold, and there could be more fire, and no matter what, we're in danger. We better just figure this out.
Please listen to Eucalyptus.
Curiosity killed the Jarfield.
Oh no, that's me.
So with that, you guys all kind of like sigh collectively, rather like in relief and in frustration, and get kind of lined up in the appropriate spots. Eucalyptus, you're still on the other side of it, unfortunately. But you guys all kind of look and nod to one another. Don't forget, I think you're at the very tail end of the 10 minutes with any sort of buffs that you might have. So if things don't go well, you can roll with advantage with things like Bardic Inspiration. So Jarfield, you also still have that in your back pocket. Or if anybody wants to do anything before this is happening to put yourself in the best position possible, let me know.
I'd like to listen to some Jarfield.
I have 5 hit points.
I have 6 hit points.
Yeah, guys, why are we doing this?
I also have 5.
No, we should not. One hit. If we get hit by another boulder, you're at risk of death, and then you have to get back to the other side. Eucalyptus, you aren't even on this side yet. Guys. Okay.
With that, you guys all get ready to jump. Let's have a group. Let's have a group check.
Wait, Mage Hand. You in on this too? Oh, Mage Hand, thumbs up. Yay, the Mage Hand's gonna jump too.
I have a hand message.
All right. So the mage. So that's 6 of us.
Yeah.
No, 5. I can't count.
That's 6. That's
If
5
Ikto
plus,
does it.
5 plus Mage Hand, 6.
All right, everybody who is doing it, your character is more than willing to step out too if you didn't want to do it, Ikto. It's up to you guys. But whoever is going to do it, please roll a group check. This is going to be for acrobatics or athletics. You guys can choose.
I do. I've got a +5 in acrobatics. Does anybody else have like a crazy?
I have a +6 in
athletics. I have a -1 in acrobatics.
Wait, you said you had a +6 in athletics?
I have a +2 in athletics.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, P is very good.
Acrobatics. That's me.
Let's do. Okay, let's.
Oh,
do...
you guys can all stagger it. It's your choice. It's your character's choice.
Oh, okay, cool. In that case, dealer's choice. Yeah.
Yes. So it depends on. You guys can just be like, oh, I'm really good at this, or I'm really good at that, and go forward with it. Just yeah.
All right, cool. Roll.
Dealer's choice. What did you roll, Eucalyptus?
15.
Nice.
I got a 12 + 5, so that's 17.
Okay. That also applies to your mage hand, just so you know.
Yay.
P and Chante, what did you guys get?
14.
11 and 14, okay.
I got an 18 + 1.
19. Okay, so Ikto reluctantly is doing this, but doing it actually really well compared to everybody else.
I have 14 hit points. I don't have much to lose right now, but I hope you guys stay safe. We'll see. I'm excited for the madness. I didn't get hurt by the rats. They were terrified.
How many hit points are you allowed?
I have 14 out of 14.
Shit. No wonder you were fighting so hard.
Yeah, you guys all look at Ikto and you're like, he's completely fine.
I don't want to get hurt. I want to be able to go into our next battle because I feel like we're going to fight someone when we get this kid. I want to go to bed as strong as possible, but
And you guys are kind of like having this discussion as you're
arguing while we're
jumping
jumping.
on the plates.
Is
And
anyone looking at the ceiling?
yes, so as this is happening, as Ikto's talking, it's harder and harder to hear one another because the song is almost going in rounds right now because of how like quickly and animated you all are jumping on each of these. But this is the first time that you're hitting all of the plates because there are so many of them. And it does take a little bit more diligence to make sure you're hitting all the ones on each corner as you're kind of hopping around in this pattern as this song is just continuing to go around in the circle. But it starts to like almost harmonize on itself. And now it sounds like several women singing. You think it's the same voice, but it's very beautiful and it's very calming and it's very serene. As this is happening, you can see that those pillars on yes, Pete, there's a lot of dust in the air too, so you take a few sneezes as you're going. Those pillars are kind of growing and growing, and the lights are getting brighter and getting taller, and these streams of light are almost touching the ceiling and illuminating something that was hidden in some sort of maybe arcane script. And as you guys are looking up and able to kind of decipher this, you can catch that this seems to be the edges of a map. And as you're hearing the song repeat, towns without houses, forests without trees, mountains without boulders, and waterless seas, you can sort of see slowly this version of what this thing is begin to collect, quite literally a map of town without houses and forests without trees. And you can see that above you is a very distinct map. It appears to be some sort of decoding of where you are or locations of where you are. You think that you see, and it begins with the town, nestled between two of these beautiful mountains nearby a valley. You have a feeling that this is maybe jovial. You see illuminated on the map before this, giant gorgeous mountains stretching on either side, and then beyond those mountains, the sort of stretch of forest. And then you see this map start to illuminate, which appears to be some sort of glowing water map. And it's beautiful. It's just this glowing map. And you can kind of see nearby there's islands that are popping up against the map too. There's some little island that seems to be mostly mountains. You see another one that has houses nearby it that seems to be lived in. You see another one that has this very foresty sort of air to it. And in the water, almost perfectly aligned between these three islands nearby, somewhere in the center in the water, is an X.
Oh my god, it's a treasure map.
Wait.
great.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Real quick. Does anybody have a parchment or anything that we can use to write this down?
Oh my god. We're in...
Yeah, I do. I have a book. I have a book, and
Okay, Ikto, can you from memory write down that, just like write down that map?
yeah, I guess.
So Ikto, you're on the other side, and now that things are kind of illuminated, you can see most of the plates are like lifted up in this pattern. You can see that the room is kind of like retaining this, as long as you guys kind of keep some of the pressure on, and it kind of fades away if you don't at least keep it up. But now that you've ignited it, it's kind of going. So while the rest of you are still hopping, Ikto, you hop off the other side, and you start to sketch furiously this very rough version of this map that you can see. And eventually you get it down on paper. The rest of you guys finish the pattern, and you all hop off on the other side where Ikto is, as slowly the map starts to fade away and the lights start to go down as you guys take a breath on the other side without being hurt.
Great.
Now,
So now we go on.
well, first, I would like everyone to acknowledge that the two people who had us stay in that room may have been correct.
And should get 10% more treasure.
I want to say
Treasure.
I don't care about treasure.
Thief!
Wait,
I don't care about treasure.
I just want to chime in to say, I do acknowledge that you were both correct, but I think that you're ignoring my good friend Mage Hand, who is also on your side.
Mage Hand is great. 10%
And I look at
more
Mage Hand,
for
I give Mage Hand a high five.
I have a special hand for Mage Hand.
All right, so 10% less from the non-believers and 10% more for the believers.
What if we get there and somebody else has already fucking eaten all the treasure? Huh? Huh?
Well, then we get 10% of
What if-
nothing.
Wait,
It-
why?
The risk was not worth it.
It took
We
us.
don't know that yet.
It took us so long to find this map. I don't believe anybody else could figure it out because we're geniuses.
But also, what if it's not treasure? What if it's the kid?
Oh, I don't want 10% more of a kid.
So
Yeah. Mage hand, you could raise 10% of a kid.
Yeah.
And with
Okay.
that, the mage kind of gives a thumbs up. We're going to take a 10-minute break. We'll be back at 3:17, you guys. So get your water, get your stuff.
Yay.
You made it past this very, very fun puzzle.
This was the easiest puzzle I imagine.
I'm terrified for what's gonna happen next because we all got beat up by a map room.
everybody. Welcome back to NDND Halloween special.
Ooh.
My mic- Ooh.
Meow, meow.
Has this been spooky enough for everyone? I hope so.
I think the party dynamics certainly have been. Ooh.
The whole time. So
I know, it's amazing. Well,
I've been terrified.
let me just say that's the hope, right? Like it's like a little bit of fear, a little bit of fun. It's Halloween, everybody. Welcome. All right, moving on down the line. You guys are in that puzzle room still at the other end of it, where there's a small patch of earth that you guys are able to kind of stand on before that door, well, not door, sort of entryway continues along the way through this winding path. P, you had already peeked down this tunnel and seen that it turns once more. So you guys are all standing on the other side. What would you like to do?
I guess if we're on this ride, let's just keep going. Ikto, you have to go first because you're not hurt by your nose.
I don't know. My perception, maybe we should have somebody with a high perception go forward so that they can be checking out for booby traps, because obviously there's some booby traps. And I have a perception of +2. So that's probably not, that would not behoove us. I don't
Fine. I have a +6. I will cautiously lead the way.
Okay, but Ikto, you have to go immediately behind Chante or I'll touch you with this geode.
No, fine. I'll go right behind Chante.
Okay. Well, as you guys are pushing forward, you continue, and there's a pattern once more to this sort of underground labyrinth, which is this sort of like harsh right angles that lead down a secondary tunnel, and there's a couple more rights that you take and a couple more lefts, almost kind of bringing you deeper and further into what appears to be maybe something colder, an area that seems a bit more chill. It's hard to tell if you're going up or down, but there is a slight elevation or some sort of shift or change, so you might actually be going a little bit deeper underground, which kind of explains a little bit of the strange patterns that almost feel like you're backtracking than front tracking. Finally, and who is leading this party once more as they're looking? Can I just have you roll a quick perception check as you're trying to kind of navigate and move forward?
So the head injury has made me slightly more cautious than I'd normally be. So I'm cautiously looking, and I get a 8 + 6 perception.
Okay, so that is 14.
14.
So you come into some sort of chamber once more. It's a bit smaller. It's kind of pretty. And right now, P, because it is dark once more, you do have to have your torch with you, but it illuminates this entryway. It opens up to sort of a round circular area that is no more about maybe a diameter of, I would say 15 feet, but it's smack dab in the center, about 5 feet in diameter, taking up a portion of the circular room. It's a very beautiful, very cold, like even as you're walking in and getting closer, you can feel that it's very chilly wherever it's pulling from, fountain with this beautiful woman on the top who, Eucalyptus, you can tell right away, it might be the spirit or the deity that is a part of this sort of beautiful old section of this church, spouting out water from her mouth that's kind of trickling down her hair, that's creating this sort of fountain that is glistening and glowing with this beautiful sort of blue, almost not even clear, but almost like a blue color in this fountain. And that's what you come upon, Chante.
Oh. Yo, who wants to drink that water? Well, that's not water. I want to drink it still, though.
No.
Yeah, I'm good.
God knows.
I want to drink it though.
Hey, should we just maybe if we talk to this lady, she'll tell us what it is.
Fine.
Hey, lady, what's the deal with that? What's your deal?
You hear nothing but the echo of your voice in this.
Wait, but they're primordial, right? So we need someone to speak to them in primordial.
All right, in primordial. Yo, lady, what's your deal?
You say it at the fountain, but the fountain doesn't seem to respond.
I'm going to look at the floor in case there's more tiles.
How many, Mage Hand, can you also just start like pressing on the floor and make sure that I'm not going to die if we walk into this room?
This floor has been very similar to the stone floor that you guys have been walking through in this area. That's kind of rudimentary, but
now I'm gonna
easy
look
enough.
up to make sure there's nothing cool on the ceiling or traps. With my head just still hurts.
The only thing in this room that seems to be interesting is this fountain in the center.
Can we have the mage hand chill in the water?
Yeah.
Hey, Mage Hand, Mage Hand, will you do a
Eucalyptus,
favor?
Eucalyptus, were you trying to say something again? Your mic again was kind of fading in and out.
I was gonna say, can I look in the fountain to see?
Roll an investigation check as the three of you guys are kind of thinking, oh, maybe the mage hand. You guys are kind of talking about that in the background.
19.
Okay.
Investigation.
Yeah, because you're looking in the water. So you're kind of like investigating the water right now and trying to see if you can see through it.
Okay, so 19.
So as you're looking and really trying to understand as the guys are talking about like, oh, maybe we can put, the hand in there and this and stuff. You swear for a moment that you can see almost like a water snake inside of it.
And it just...
It is but a moment. It's like a moment that you swear you see something that was invisible become visible, and it was like a serpentine shape.
Okay. Guys.
Mm-hmm.
There is something in this fountain. It looks like a snake. I think it was a snake. I can't tell if it was a spirit of a snake or if it was actual physical snake, but...
Well, if it's a snake, I can talk to animals. I can cast Speak with Animals, and let's figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this. I cast Speak with Animals and say, yo, is there a snake in that fountain?
Okay, you currently have Speak with Animals on, but whenever you're trying to like talk to an animal, there's no animal there.
So whatever's
celestial? Should I try speaking to it in celestial? Can I? You who we come in peace. Can you talk to us, please, snake?
You say it in celestial and there's no response.
Is there... Okay, so looking around this room, is there a path out of this room? Are there two entrances to this room? Is there anything
Yes,
else?
there is a path on the other side. If you guys wish to just press on from this fountain, you guys can continue along the way.
So...
Can I give the lady a hard look? Like, can I really look at this lady statue for a second?
Sure, yeah. Investigate the lady statue, P. She's real pretty, so you're looking at her. Her hair is all like flowy, and she's real good to look at. Like, she's pretty.
16.
Okay. As you're looking at her, and she's kind of like spitting out this water, and she's like, it's just like this beautiful like creature of the water. Like, it's hard to explain, but there's a power to her presence. You look, and you swear that you see like a bit of like a glimmer or a glint in this design. You have a feeling that this is some sort of protected fountain.
I have the feeling we shouldn't fuck with this fountain.
If that's water, okay, I think we can know if that's water, if that's some kind of magical water or whatever.
Yeah, that's water. You should be able to...
Yeah, exactly. I want to control the water.
I am saying we shouldn't mess with this fountain.
I think we can at least figure out if it's water, because it looks like I want to drink it.
No, wait, stop. I agree with P, because that snake, what if there's more snakes, or what if it's some sort of like spirit snake? And that's not good. And maybe we shouldn't disturb it.
I was getting like a vibe though from this, like snakes or no snakes. This feels important. And also,
yeah. Maybe I can just take away its water. Maybe that's what's powering this place.
How about we just try putting the mage hand in there and just see what happens to that motherfucker? Because I'm still mad at him.
The hand kind of like Gives you a middle finger.
I,
Did you guys see that?
Yes.
Is
and
no one gonna say anything?
yes, you
Good
deserve.
job, Hand.
Okay, so Mage Hand, good one. So Mage Hand, what do you think? You think this is a good idea? The Mage Hand's not totally sold on this. So what I think that I think that if we want to mess with this water, I think that what we got to do is stand as far away from it as possible when we do it, or we could press on.
I'm down to press on.
Yeah, I feel a real spiritual presence with this, and I feel like it might be consecrated. So I don't want to. I don't want to mess with it.
All right, let's press on then.
Okay, so it sounds like a few of you guys are going to continue on the way and just say goodbye to the fountain as you wave away. The mage
fountain lady.
Yeah, the mage hand kind of waves as well, and you guys continue along the way. It continues to get colder and colder and colder as you continue to make those sort of sharp right turns and the sharp left turns down these corridors that all seem to be equidistant. Chante, can I have you roll another perception check as you guys are kind of just chatting and continuing to make your way what it feels like further down?
I mean, maybe that was a mistake.
8 plus 16. Oh, I think it was a mistake. Water's
8.
always good.
8 plus 6.
Oh, sorry, 8 plus 6, not 8 plus 16. So 14.
14. So yes, so you begin to make your way once more, and then you hit what feels to be a true chill go through your body. You're still kind of like in this tunnely area, but you think you might see an end, you think it might open up wider, but right now it's getting very, very cold. I need everyone to please roll just a Constitution saving throw.
Got an 18 plus 2.
Okay.
I got a 4 plus 1, so 5.
What is it? A Constitution check?
Constitution
saving throw.
3.
3, okay.
13 plus 3.
13 plus 3, so 16. So
So
anybody
16,
who
sorry.
so anybody who rolled over 10, you're able to kind of shake off the feeling that you have. But Eucalyptus, it's like it's very, very cold down here, and your breath kind of gets like chilly, and your nose kind of gets chilly, and you're kind of like shaking a little bit. It's the coldest that you've been in some time. It's not like freezing Arctic cold, but it's definitely cold. And you have a feeling that if you're down here for too much longer, you're probably going to have some sort of effect, freeze up, maybe need to really get close to a warm bath, and you're not going to be moving the speed that you want. You're going to be moving a lot slower and maybe not jumping on things as well as you normally did, which is called exhaustion in the D&D world.
Okay.
That's anyone who rolled under a 10.
Oh, does somebody else? I thought it was only Eucalyptus.
Oh yeah, I got like a 5.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jarfield and P. So you're all feeling this similar effect, where if you are down here for probably more than anywhere over the next maybe hour or so or more, you just know that you're not gonna feel very good on the way up. You're a little scared about what that means.
So are we putting on exhaustion right now, or is it?
No, there's no exhaustion yet. You're just essentially very susceptible to it. So you're going to have disadvantage on the next roll regarding the cold.
Is this magic cold or real cold?
Make a quick Arcana check as you're walking through the halls and sort of getting chilly, and everyone's pulling up their robes and everything closer and closer to them that they can.
Oh, 6.
It's hard to know. Usually you would be able to tell if something's magical or something's, based from nature here, but it's really hard to tell. It's difficult to see the source. So.
Only because I can't be charmed.
Yes, this doesn't seem like a charm or anything like that. This is definitely physical, and everyone's feeling it.
Okay.
As you guys press forward and continue along the way, Chante, noticing this, you guys all kind of move a little bit slower, a little bit more timidly. I will mention that in this space, because of the conditions, every step that you take costs double because you're just cold and things are moving and slippery. And you have to be careful about where you're stepping because there might be some ice here or something frozen in one corner there. So everyone's speed is currently halved. So if you would traditionally be moving at a normal rate of like, let's say 30 feet per round, you're kind of moving half slow. So you're just kind of keeping closer together and huddled and pressing forward. When you hit this next chamber, you can kind of see why it's so cold. Chante, very quickly with your dark vision, with P's light illuminating behind you, you see this very long open half circle chamber. There's an end to it. There doesn't look like immediately there's any other way to press on or continue forward from this section. What you see at the very end of it is some sort of table, some sort of books everywhere. Kind of looks like maybe a study on one end of it, and within this kind of half circle, half arced room that continues further down, there's like a second half circle that almost like illuminates and makes that perfect sort of indent of an office or a functional office. And you see behind what appears to be shelving. Maybe there's something on the shelves in the distance you can't really see, but there's something on that far end. But the reason why it's so cold, you quickly realize, is because of all the things that you see lining the walls of this half circle, which is probably around 50 bodies completely frozen cryptically within this sort of canonized crypt.
I told you there was death down here. There's so much death.
I don't know. I don't think they're dead. Are those the townspeople?
You should lick them. You should see if they're really dead.
Can I look at these bodies a little closer?
Lick 'em.
If one of these is the kid that we were looking for, then like that kind of answers our question.
Also, me saying earlier, can't hear him, definitely dead, answers the question.
As you're saying this, you guys can definitely feel that chill. You can feel the cold breeze. And you hear in the distance, come in.
Yeah, we should go. Let's just go ahead and head back.
This doesn't feel...
From behind you, you see ice form.
Oh, shit.
Closing out the exit. The entrance which you came. You're not certain who's doing that yet, but somebody certainly within this room is.
Yo, dude, are you cool?
I just want to call out to whoever it is. Hey, will you please just like enough of these like silly little antics? Will you just come out and can we just have a conversation? Let's just talk. Come on.
Wait, Chante, if you can command water, can you command ice?
Yes. Oh, wait, I think I can.
Can you melt it?
You probably could after some time if you wished. But I think I could have my way with you before then. So why don't we have a conversation?
You just said that to the wrong
person. Now. I think I know what he wants.
Hey, weirdo voice, what's your deal?
Yes.
I need you to make a promise to me before we begin this conversation.
Oh no.
Oh.
Don't fall in love.
What?
Sorry.
Sits in the distance.
keep your.
Actually, yeah. Are you frozen because you lost your love and it's like your heart turned to ice? Is that what this is?
I can help you out.
He kind of laughs and he goes, "That's a sweet story, it is, but I have a problem."
Yeah, we noticed.
Thank you.
Is it the bodies? We think it's the bodies.
I simply mean this. You are the first people to come through that town in some time who seems capable. If you promise to prove your capability willingly to me before I reveal myself, then I think we have a fair transaction or discussion to have. Otherwise, would you be worth my time? But if you prove yourselves to be unworthy, I promise your safe exit either way. How about that?
Okay.
I've been down this road before.
We're gonna need some more information before we agree to anything. You're being a bit too cryptic.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
What do we
need
get
some
out of this deal?
specifics.
What do we get out of this?
Wait, what
Your
is it?
lives, my friends.
Oh,
Isn't
first
that
of all,
good?
We are not at the winning end of this right now.
This sounds freaky. I like it.
What would we have to do to prove ourselves?
We got a promise first, I think.
We're gonna have to fight something.
I would think that would be a good thing. How about this? I'll show you what you're up against anyway. And from behind where that table is with all of those trinkets and baubles, maybe whatever that is behind the shelves, you see something float forward, kind of flying forward. This sort of cloaked entity, whatever this might be. It's starting to move, and it's kind of not revealing itself to you just yet. But Chante, this is what that weird sort of conversation that you were having on the other side, it feels like this maybe was it that you were witnessing or experiencing or trying to tap into. And behind this cloak, you see what appears to be a skull, illuminated with two bright white lights in its eyes, kind of bluish. You see skeletal hands, and you see these wisps of all of this sort of almost blue-black energy around it. As it's sort of flowing, as this skull and this creature kind of looks to you. You have absolutely never seen anything like this. It is
Awesome.
powerful. Yes, awesome. Powerful. Scary. It is strong. And takes a moment as he takes a beat and he goes, when you came in, I was curious.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
Chante. Would you like a back rub?
What's
I'm
your
telling
name?
you guys, I think this will work.
Others
Like a
have
background.
names, or
E.
Wait. You tell us your name first, and then I'll tell you my name.
Penelope.
Did you guess it?
No, that's my name.
Oh, I just thought that'd be crazy if both of you have the same name.
Yeah, my name's Ikto.
Mhm.
Actually, no, my name's Blurmel. Blurmel, yes, Blurmel. Yeah, evil Blurmel.
You can call me the bounty
Yes.
hunter.
Okay. It's funny. I have a feeling that some of you might be lying to me. I need you all to make a deception check if you lied to him. Whoever lied to him needs to make a deception check.
Fat natural.
Really?
I also rolled a d20 perfectly.
Really? Okay. Then there's only one other person who lied.
16.
Okay, and with this creature, let me see. 1 second. Oh, he looks to you, Eucalyptus, and he goes, "You lied."
No.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wait, it's a 1.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no! Okay, I need you right now to tell me, Eucalyptus.
A 3.
The one is the auto fail, unfortunately. I need you to tell me absolutely everything going through your head right now. Give it to me for like about, let's see, how long does this last? A minute. What's going on for this minute in your head?
What have I gotten myself into? Why did I tell him my name was Penelope? Why does he want to know my name? What is this thing? Why did I end up in this band full of fools? What did we set on fire, and how did that happen? It was probably not my fault. I hope my mother is okay. I hope my father's dead by now. And I hope I make it out of this goddamn cave thing because I'm cold as fuck.
So all of this goes through your head, and he just takes a moment, and he just chuckles, and then he goes, puts his hand up, and he goes, oh, Eucalyptus, eh? Well, curious you would lie to me. Seems like you have something to protect, something you're fighting for. You're lucky that I am not as harmful and scary as I may look. As his kind of jaw opens and he kind of looks at you with these bright eyes. The skull just gets very close. He's still retaining his distance. This room is a solid 60 feet long, 30 feet wide. Takes a moment, he just goes up to you. He's just keeping his distance. He's about 30 feet away. He goes, my name I've lost, but you can call me History. I've been down here for a while, protector of the crypt. If you can't tell, this is perhaps something I've done for some time. As he coughs up like some dust that kind of kicks around him.
Oh, dude. Say it, don't spray it.
I
Sorry.
would like to know if you're all capable.
Oh.
With
Willie
that,
and Ava.
I promise to give you more information. But until then, let's see if you can play. And he takes a beat, and you see his hands go out to bodies that were not cryptically frozen. There were some that looked like they were in the evolving process or maybe have long died or withered. And on either side of him, you see these skeletons start to animate, one by one, with his hands illuminating this sort of crypt as they go down. I want everybody to roll initiative.
Oh no, not skeletons.
I got a
Skeletons!
nine-
Oh, nice! A 20?
19 plus 1, so 20.
All right. And make sure you add your initiative, even if you roll a 20. So there still should be a plus on your thing.
I got a 9.
So a
6
20
plus
for
3.
Ikto, a 9 for Jarfield, and Eucalyptus, what did you roll?
I rolled a fat 20.
Fat 20!
Yeah.
But do you have any bonuses on your
I
initiative?
have a negative.
Oh, yes, negative. Well, I shall put you right there, Eucalyptus. Chante and P?
15.
I cannot
15.
find my initiative on the sheet. Where is it?
It should be nearby your armor class.
In the middle.
It depends on what you're on, though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm on there. What?
It's not anything else. It's not with anything else. It's all by itself.
Yeah, it's like
Mm-hmm.
the
Oh,
left,
0.
it's to the left
So
of armor class.
19 plain.
19.
And I'm a 19.
Well
with-
done, Chante. Well, there's seems to be, for each one of you, a skeleton resurrected. So there's going to be a total of 5 skeletons. I'm going to roll for each one of them. Sorry, one second. I'm not singing out of happiness. Why would I do that? That's so mean. That's so mean. I wouldn't.
I'm starting to think this guy doesn't want to get freaky, and I'm thinking I've read this whole situation wrong.
Yeah, he's a skeleton. What's he gonna get freaky with?
There are plenty of ways to get freaky with a skeleton. I'll get into that later.
Now, as I'm rolling this, I really want you guys to double check all of your spells and all of your abilities, especially you, Eucalyptus, because there's sometimes special things that paladins have against undead. So just know this is technically undead. You might have benefits to it, y'all. Okay.
What? I mean, what? How would I? Okay.
Sometimes paladins have different powers. So I was just reminding you as a kind DM, because we're all starting off, to double check.
Okay.
Because this is a pretty big battle. This isn't just rats. This is skeletons! Sorry,
Oh,
I got really
no.
excited.
Mm,
Got really
I
excited.
don't have anything.
Hee-hee. Maybe not yet, but very soon, I believe. Okay, we begin. There's a few of them all peppered around. He's kind of activating them not too far away, and he kind of whisks back and sits kind of on top of the table to watch. There are 3 on either side. There are 2 on one side, 2 on the other side, and the one starts to walk out kind of half dead in the center. And, they're all going to do, some good
The
old
thriller dance.
Halloween
Yeah.
dances,
Oh no, I'm scared of the thriller dance.
Yeah. You even hear the sound of a wolf in the distance.
Oh jeez, we're really in deep. Also, I'm afraid of wolves as a cat because they're like dogs.
And they all kind of get out in this formation half circle, not too far away from one another. First up, Ikto, what would you like to do?
We're all fighting one at a time.
It seems that he brought all of them out, but there's one for each of you. Essentially, there are 5 skeletons. So y'all can fight them however you want, but there are 5.
I'd like to improvise and intimidate the skeleton that's set up for me.
Okay, so not too far away from you. You kind of all spill out into this main area, split up with like a team of 5 Avenger style, like each with a cool pose, whatever that is in your head. Can everyone show me what the pose could look like? I want to see.
I'm very unenthused.
It's just like this piece. Amazing.
This is a sword.
I love it, your sword, yeah. All right, we're ready to rock. And then Ikto, so you line up nearby the one near you. I'll say that because of the pattern, you'll just go to the one on the far left. So it's like the skeletons 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, all laid out in a half circle. You go to number 1.
Mm-hmm. And I'd like to, just intimidate.
Intimidated, okay. Sounds good. Do I have to roll to save? Or is this a spell? Or is this...
So it says in actions and combat under improvise that you can intimidate an enemy.
Just like a traditional intimidation. So can I have you roll an intimidation check, please?
Yep, so I got an 18 plus 7.
Oh, wow. 25. Yeah, that succeeds. What do you say to it that makes it kind of stutter so it can't really perform right now?
I just stare it right in the eyes and I say, go back to your room. 1, 2, 2.5.
It seems like confused, but you definitely kind of made it think, and it's not like attacking you right now. It's like confused.
I gave you your warning.
Is that your full turn, Ikto?
And then I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to make that be my full turn.
All right, sounds good. So you're kind of engaged with this one on the left. Eucalyptus, you're up next. What would you like to do?
Do my holy symbols do anything?
Your holy symbols help to channel your god, so you often pull from it to cast spells or pull from it to commune.
I don't have any spells yet. Okay. Geez, longsword or javelin? Is it close or far?
They're not too far away. You can run up to them and combat with them.
I guess I'll just use my longsword.
Take out that longsword, run forward, and are you going to do number 2? You got to kind of engage with the one next to Ikto? Not too far away?
The one that's mine. Yeah.
All right, yeah, so the one a little further away. You run up to it, roll to hit. So that's that D20, and then you add that bonus number next to the D20 one on your character sheet.
19.
Oh.
And what do I add to it?
There should be a little number next to your weapon that says like +1 or +3.
Oh, right.
Oh, I see. +4.
Yeah, with a 23, especially with even a 19, which is super high, you successfully swing your longsword down, are able to connect with this creature. Can I have you roll for damage, please?
Oh, that's the other one.
Yes, it should say a little die number, and then you add there's a little bonus because of how strong you are.
Or the 6.
It might be the 6. Let me double check your character sheet. Does it say next to the weapon how much damage it is? It should be like a little number.
Oh, is it the same? It says +4?
It should say like a damage number, like 1d6 +4 or 1d8 +4.
Oh, I got it. Yes, 1d +2.
Okay, so roll for that much.
Oh, I accidentally clicked it. Now it says 2 + 2, 4?
So 4 damage in total from your longsword on that swing, because it should roll for you. Huh?
Not good, is it?
Sometimes our numbers aren't great, but 4 is good, better than nothing. As you're able to kind of swing down, connect with this creature, and slice down upon it, perhaps even with one hand. Did you do that as a one-handed longsword? Because I think you have a javelin in the other, right? Because you have a double attack.
I have a javelin in the other.
Yeah, so you swing down, you're able to clip it with your longsword, then you go in for a 2-weapon attack on that second attack. So can I have you roll to hit again?
And I'm supposed to roll an 8 one?
No, that's a d20 again, because this is a different weapon and you're trying to hit it. So you roll that d20 plus whatever's next to your javelin.
1d6 plus 2. Oh, this is a d20. Sorry, I got confused.
Oh, no, it's fine. We're all learning.
8 plus 4, so
12. So not enough to quite hit the skeleton, as it's able to kind of grab onto your javelin and stop you and kind of push that one forward, responding to your first attack.
okay.
So that is your turn, Eucalyptus. Chante, it's now your turn.
Okay, I want to thorn whip grapple one
Okay.
of the leg bones from this skeleton and rip it out.
Oh, cool. The one that is like in the center?
Yeah,
Number 3?
the one that's like me.
All right. All right. So this is going to be a save on my part, or what do I need to do? What does Thorn Whip do?
Thorn Rip is a +6 DC, 1d6, and then a bullet.
So it's an attack.
Yeah.
So roll to hit the creature, please.
Okay. 19.
Nice. Do you have a bonus on that? Because you should have a spell bonus.
+6.
Yeah. Wow.
That's
yeah.
the
Because
hit
you're.
DC, right? Sorry.
Yeah. So +6. So 25. Yeah, that definitely does it with flair. Roll for damage as you're gonna rip out the leg bone of the skeleton. 2. You know what? It's better than nothing. As you successfully, like, probably crack into maybe like the femur a bit, and you kind of crunch into it and rip out a section of it. But this thing is animated magically, so it almost kind of like can still hobble together there, even with the small, like, toothpick-like bone that's keeping it all together there. It's pretty nasty looking. That is your turn, I believe, Chante, unless you have anything else up your sleeve. Now it's the skeleton.
Shield in front of my face.
Oh, you put the shield in front of your face. Nice. So skeletons 1 and 2 are going to be attacking right now. So that is Ikto and Eucalyptus. They're going to be going forward. Though the one that is engaged with Ikto is a little too stunned and just seems kind of confused as its jaw kind of like falls off and it goes, like it's like thinking about where it needs to go. So this one's completely out of commission, but for you, Eucalyptus, this one knows that you're fighting and it goes to attack you. What is your AC, your armor class?
16.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it does not hit you with a 7. So it kind of like takes this short sword and goes, and it like tries to hit you with this little sword that it had nearby it. They're all quite rusty swords and they're not very good. They're probably ones that have been deep, dark in the collection for some time that haven't been used. So you're able to just kind of step aside as it kind of pings against your foot armor. Not impressive.
Not impressed.
Not at all. That being said, it's now P's turn.
All right. So I've got my dagger in one hand, my short hand and the short sword in the other, and I'm going to attack.
Yeah, you do a battle cry and run forward to the one that you're running.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you run forward, you go to attack, roll to hit.
All right.
It's that d20 plus whatever's next to the weapon.
And so dagger, 10 plus 4, 14.
That is enough to hit it with the dagger as you're able to go in and kind of crunch into, where would you like to hit the pelvis maybe?
Shoulder.
Shoulder. Yeah, you're going to jump up and go down. And roll for damage. Mm-hmm.
3.
3, nice. Yeah, you crack into it with that dagger. You see some of the shoulder kind of break off and crumble. You have a second hit though, so roll to hit again.
Am I still using my dagger, or do I use my short sword now?
You have to use whatever's in the other hand. So that would probably be your short sword.
It is. Then I have to roll. 3.
To hit?
Yes.
Unfortunately, not quite enough. As your short sword it's like a little too heavy, and you're like trying to like lift it up right now. And you're just like, oh, this is just not the right position. So unfortunately, not able to hit you there. But it is now skeleton 3 and 4's turn. So that is the one engaged with Chante and the one engaged with P. Chante, the one with you, kind of goes forward, and you see like it pulls out like this really bad looking bone short bow and like goes to shoot you from a distance because you haven't run up to it. You use thorn whip from a distance. So what's your AC?
13.
13 with a 10 doesn't hit you. As this like bone that seems to be like a serrated bone like kind of comes out in your direction, you're able to like catch it on your shield. For P, what is your armor class?
13 as well.
I'm really so low. With an 11, it goes to swing down its short sword at you, but it's like, and the music is just bumping, and it's kind of like grooving, and like you're all feeling like your vibes right now, and these things are like really pathetic right now against y'all. So it's pretty much in your favor at this moment. Jarfield, it's your turn.
All right, let's do this. Bardic Inspiration on Eucalyptus. I'm using as a bonus action.
Oh, so what do you say to Eucalyptus to inspire her to use?
I say, beat the F out of that skeleton.
So you now are able to roll with advantage on like one of your hits at any point in the next 10 minutes. So if you don't roll well on a D20, you can change it. Yeah. You can just roll again. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So hold on to that in your back pocket and use it when you will. So Jarfield.
All right. And now I'm going to run up to Eucalyptus's skeleton, rapier out, dagger out, and I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay, let's do it. Rapier out, dagger out.
I've got
roll
double.
to hit.
I've got 2 weapon, I think.
Yes, roll to hit.
Roll to hit. 3 plus. What's roll to hit? Or what's the bonus on roll to hit?
It's whatever's next to your weapon.
Oh, whatever's
There's like
next
a
to
little
my
number.
weapon. So this is going to be with rapier. Or no, this is with dagger. Roll to hit plus 5. So 3 plus 5, that's 8.
Not quite enough on the dagger. You go and you just miss, go long. But the rapier comes out and you go to stab.
All right, rapier. 13 plus 5.
That successfully hits. Roll for damage.
Okay, dope. This is a D8. Great. That's 1 plus 3, so 4.
4,
Right.
nice.
I'm
on
going
this
straight for the skull.
Yeah, on the skull, you're just like starting to crack into it. It's this like one with the jaw, like that was kind of like loose anyway. They're all looking pretty shabby. It kind of falls off to the ground, and now this one doesn't even have a jaw. So you're starting to stab at it. It's looking pretty rough from these hits. Like one good hit more, and this thing's down. So nice. However, it's the one on the far end's turn. Nobody's engaged with it, so it kind of slowly hobbles over to P to fight with her on the other side. So what is your AC, P, again?
13.
13. Ah, I rolled a 4. So with an 8 to hit, like this sucks. Like these dice do not like me today. As it goes to try to, bring up its short sword, it can't even like do it, and it just like can't even lift it, and you just hear like a like as it tries to pick it up again. Back to the top. It's Ikto's turn.
Okay, at first I want to look at the scary, spooky guy, and I'd say, seriously, this is your capability test for us? This is it? Dude.
Yeah, just like, we're really beat up. That we haven't died yet, it's very surprising.
Dude, this is your capability? All right, I'm gonna cast...
When you say that, you hear this sort of like low chuckle, and you hear like a, I'll make it harder for you then. So, Ikto, let me see what he's going to do. Just give me 1 second. Oh, that's, no. There's so much good stuff he can do. Sorry.
Reaching in my herbal bag and eating some gummies I have.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm definitely looking at him like, what the heck,
Super
man?
disappointed eating herbal gummies.
Yeah, he's going to you see a spell nearby, and it's like, and you see another one come out from the ground nearby you, Ikto.
Great. I'm gonna cast a witch bolt on that one.
Okay, roll to hit.
I got an 11.
11 to hit.
Yeah, I rolled on a d12. I have this thing next to it.
Oh no, you have to roll to hit on Witch Bolt, which is a d20 first.
And I have a +7 on hit/DC. Does that mean that I automatically get +7? Okay, cool.
So you would roll the d20 and then you would add that.
13 + 7.
So that's enough to hit. So you rolled 11 on the damage.
Yes.
That's great. Okay, so yeah, you witch bolt it. It's still standing after you witch bolt it, but it's like kind of crumbling apart, and it's barely keeping together the moment you hit it. Upon which you can kind of hear in the back go, like you can hear him go, huh, like a recognizing that was a pretty good spell.
Hey.
And then I believe that's your full turn, Ikto.
Yep.
Moving down.
So, smack.
Eucalyptus, it's now your turn.
Oh. I mean, I'm gonna fight again. I don't have anything else. So I'll do my long sword and javelin.
All right, roll to hit with that d20.
$12.
Yes. Is there a bonus?
That's what I know with the bonus is 8 + 4, so 12. Plus he inspired me. So what is that?
Oh, so you successfully don't hit this turn, but he inspired you, so you can roll again to try to get a better number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
10 + 4, so 14.
That's just enough. Yeah. So you're able to finally get that longsword over with a little bit of that inspiration from Jarfield's beautiful words, and you can lift it up and slice down. Roll for that damage.
So that's a D8.
Yes. That's this little triangle one, like this.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, got it. 5 + 2, so 7.
Yeah, you kill this thing. How do you crumble this skeleton down?
It's my javelin.
This one's your javelin? Okay.
Yeah, so I throw and it hits him in the breastplate, and everything falls.
Yeah, all the bones. It's got like a beautiful xylophone sound.
Immediately after that happens, I want to say I deserve some of the credit for that.
My sir, good sir.
All right, that would end your turn technically, unless you wish to. No, with 2-weapon fighting, I think you have to. Oh
It's like
no,
the
but
same
you haven't.
creature.
Yeah, I think it might be the same creature. I have to double check, but I think it might be. For now, we'll say that's the case until I look up the DM's manual and figure it out. Okay, Chante, it's your turn.
I'm gonna thorn rip, trying again to remove that dude's leg bone.
All right.
Walk towards me.
All right, roll to hit, or is this a save? I think it's a roll to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's hard to read. 16.
Oh yeah, that'll hit it. Roll for that damage. That whippy damage. Whip it good.
That is a 6.
Oh, that is a lot. So yeah, you're able to kind of crack into this leg way better now as you're able to like rip off one of his legs. However, it's still like has half its body. So it's still like able to crawl forward even with just its pelvic bone, and like it still wants to fight. As it's crawling forward. It is now the one with Ikto is now going to fight kind of out of its stupor of being intimidated. Is like
Right?
It is going to roll to hit you. What is your armor class?
12.
Oh yeah, with a 17 successfully hits you for a total of 3 points of piercing damage.
All right, and then I'd like to react to that with Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, okay, yeah, roll for damage. It's an automatic connection, I believe.
And
Does it say that you have to roll for Hellish Rebuke?
It says hit DC Dexterity 15.
Oh, so I have to make a dexterity save. Okay, let me try. Let's see. Successfully passes, so doesn't take
Okay.
half damage.
Half damage.
Okay.
And I rolled 2d10s for that. and I got a 7 and hold on, it's a 7 and a 7, so 14.
So 7 points of damage in total because of half.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage for Hellish Rebuke. Holy
Wow.
moly!
I think I did that. Yeah, I just clicked the button. It has 2 d10s.
Well, I don't question it. If the
Yeah.
button
Wait, how much
tells you
damage was that?
That's
It
crazy.
was 14 in total.
Dope.
But then it ended up getting, we got the dexterity save.
Yeah, so the creature is still alive, but it's like it's been like completely hellishly rebuked, and you can tell that
Mhm.
this thing has been like burning up in that sort of fire.
I told you not to mess with me, Skeleton Man. I told you to go and step back. I didn't want to do this.
As you say that, the other one that had been resurrected, it's now its turn against you.
Right.
So, what is your armor class again?
12.
12 with a 12 to hit does successfully hit you.
Right?
With a total of this one's 4 piercing damage,
Great.
as this one's able to slice down and you and get you with its short sword. Then the other one that had been engaged with Eucalyptus has been completely destroyed. So it's just now Chante's turn.
Roll.
What would you
All
like
right.
to do? Oh wait,
Um,
did you already do your turn? Or did I?
Yeah, I already did my turn.
Oh, then it's P's turn. Sorry, I was looking down the list incorrectly. It's P's turn.
All right, I'm still going after the skeleton. I still have my dagger and my short sword, and I'm going after it again.
Stabby stabby, roll for those d20s to hit. Down.
All right, I got 16.
Oh, that will hit. Roll for damage.
So I'm taking up my dagger. And 4.
Nice. Yeah, you connect. It's starting to fall apart. You have a second attack though. Roll to hit once more.
All right, and I'm going for the short sword. I got a 3. Oh no, a 7. A 7. I lied. There's a +4. 7.
Okay, so yeah, you go to hit again. You're just not able to quite get into it. It's kind of moving around with its bones. So unfortunately, not that second hit, but it is starting to fall apart. It is now the one with Chante. It once more raises that arrow and bow and just is gonna go for you. What's your AC?
13.
With a 10 does not hit. Once more,
Pretty
dodge
hard to
pass.
hit from the ground.
Indeed. And then I believe it is also the one engaged with P's turn as it tries to hit you. What is your AC, P?
13.
Oh,
Tell me.
with the natural one, it tries to like lift. This one sucks. It like tries to lift up its short sword, but it like misses and hits itself with its for a total of 4 damage to it. So now it's really on its last leg. It's just starting to crumble. With this happening with the skeleton, you just hear in the background just a in the distance. It's now Jarfield's turn.
Okay, quick D&D question. Can I use a cantrip? Does that count as a bonus action or a...
Cantrip is a normal action usually, unless it explicitly says bonus action.
Oh, okay, got it. So in that case, what I'm going to use is Bardic Inspiration on Chante.
What do you say to Chante?
I'm going to say, yo, finish stomping that skelly. And Chante dances and gets it. So now you get a bonus roll for whatever. And then I'm going to jump straight at the more busted up skeleton that's taking on P.
Okay.
And then I've got weapons out, so I'm ready
Roll
to go.
to hit.
That's 17 plus 5, I think. And this is
Oh
a
yeah,
dead.
you got that skeleton. You stabby into it. Roll
Yeah,
for
this is-
damage.
Okay, great. 4 plus 3, so 7.
Tell me how you kill it.
So I take the dagger and I drive it straight through. Basically, like I go straight so hard straight to its jaw that it knocks its head clear off, and then its head rolls across the room and lands right at the foot of the guy that sent the skeletons at us. And then the skeleton looks at the guy, and then his jaw falls off. and then I look at him and wink.
Ding! That beautiful moment. Nicely done.
I like that one.
flare.
Yeah, high five. We did it together.
Now, after Jarfield's beautiful display, it is still that one skeleton kind of hanging out nearby that no one's engaged with. It kind of hobbles over to P and Jarfield. It's going to attack you, Jarfield.
Oh,
What's
no.
your AC?
This is a D20, right?
No.
I rolled a 16 plus...
Your AC, excuse me. So your armor class. But
Oh, armor class. 14.
I hate to tell you, it doesn't matter because I did roll a natural 20. Bat
Oh, no.
20.
Oh, no.
Naturals!
So this is like this skeleton just looks at you and what you did to its friend, and like you think it had a former connection in a prior life because like it seems really upset, and it looks to you and it takes its short sword and it shoves it gently and slowly into your body.
Oh, my body.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Jarfield. How many hit points? Oh no.
I've got 6 hit points left.
14.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, that's an auto kill.
Wait, my max is
What's
9.
your max?
My max.
Oh,
is
your
9.
max is 9. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So you're okay.
I'm just
Sorry.
unconscious.
So very slowly he shish kebabs you as you did with rats, and he slowly stabs the sword into you as you fall to the ground, and the skeleton's just like, all right.
Not cool.
Jarfield's unfortunately one of his
Yeah.
9 lives.
Wait, I'm unconscious or am I dead?
Unconscious,
Oh, okay.
but very
Uh,
bleedy, very
Yeah,
bleedy.
I'm gonna be like, I regret doing this.
So back to the top of the turn, Ikto, it's your turn.
Question. Can I do a spell and then my bonus action be 2-weapon fighting?
No, your action has to be the battle.
Weapon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So is it possible to do an attack with like a dagger and then do 2-weapon fighting?
You would have to attack with 2 weapons in your hand. So yeah, if you had like
okay.
2 daggers, you could do it. Kind of.
Well then, in that case, I'm just so the way that I'm understanding this is on a hit for Witch Bolt, I can use my action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically if I've already hit them.
Yes,
So
you can.
I guess I'll do that again to that one.
And I think it retains the same damage.
Oh,
So, to my knowledge, so that's the first one that was hitting you, right? That you did like the 7 points of initial hellish rebuke to, or was that
no, that was the other one. The first one.
Oh yeah, the one that had been resurrected, right? That
Yes.
like yeah. So yeah, you disintegrate that thing like right away. Like hit
Yeah.
2 and it's gone. It's down into
Great.
a pile of ash.
And then I'll look at the other one, and I just want to say, "You're next, buddy."
All right, he kind of is kind of looking at you, ready to fight. Eucalyptus, it's your turn.
Are there any more?
Yeah, there are 3 left. One with Ikto, one engaged with Chante, and the one that just killed Jarfield.
Unconscious, knocked unconscious, not
Sorry.
killed.
The one that killed me is, I think, injured. Or the one that's attacking me is injured. Not killed.
Yes.
Okay, the one that is attacking Ikto, it's fine.
It's
sorry,
it's injured.
Jarfield, it's fine. The one that's attacking Jarfield, is it injured?
Yeah, so the ones that are injured are the ones with Ikto, and the ones with Chante. The one attacking Jarfield has not been hit yet.
Okay, I'm gonna go to that one.
Okay, you get up.
Me.
Your longsword. Roll to hit twice. Go slicey slice.
Roll to hit twice?
Yes, because you have 2 weapons, right? You have your longsword and you have your javelin.
Okay, 14 for the long sword.
That successfully connects. You may roll for damage.
That's this 8, right?
Correct. For your longsword.
6 plus 2, so 8.
Wow, yeah, you take a big swing at that one, kind of in vengeance for having knocked down your friend. And then you have the javelin in your hand, and you roll to hit again with that one. So another d20.
9.
Yes, not quite enough to connect, as you're able to it's able to refract it with one of its arm bones. Moving down the line, it's Chante's turn.
Oh, let's just do it.
Thorn whip again?
Well, wait. Can I take my hand axe and then stomp on his skull?
Heck yeah, you can. You take out the hand axe, you rush forward as quickly
I finally
as
get to
you can.
use this.
As quickly as you can in the cold, and you go forward and you slice down. All right, roll to hit.
Okay. 17 plus
Yes.
one.
That's a successful hit. Roll for damage.
All right. 3.
3. Not quite enough to knock it down, but it's looking very weak as you're seeing it kind of start to tremble. On your turn.
But I also want to stomp because it's a 2-weapon.
Oh, you have another weapon?
Well, I have melee. Does melee count?
No, well, you could technically, no, it has to be weapons, technically.
That's like you chop it with your axe and then punch it while the axe
That's what I want to do, yes.
I wish you could, but unfortunately only monks and people beyond that have those
Yeah.
sorts of special abilities. So, moving down the line, it is now skeleton with Chante's turn. So he's going to roll to hit. What's your AC?
13.
Successfully hits and now has a long sword, so it hits you for 3 points of piercing damage as you take the hits. Moving down the line, it's now P's turn.
All right, I'm going after this Jarfield skeleton. I've got both my weapons. I'm ready to go.
Stabby, stabby, roll to hit.
Oh, shit. I rolled a 1.
Oh.
So you go to
Weapon
stab,
flies
and
out
then
of your hand.
and then I need you to roll me a d6 really quickly, P. Evens are going to be you. Odds are going to be Eucalyptus. So can you roll a d6, please?
3.
3. So odds means you stab yourself accidentally. Can I have you roll your own damage against yourself with your dagger?
That's just my 2.
So you stab yourself for 2 hit points. You tell me how this happens.
I'm jumping over Jarfield and I go to stab, but I trip a little bit on him and I stab myself.
Ow. Stab yourself, and then you get to roll to hit again on this creature because you have 2 weapons.
This is with my injured arm. Let's see what happens.
So I'm going to like lift up my head from my unconscious super and say, I hope this one goes better. And then I die again.
I rolled 7 plus 4 is 11.
11, unfortunately not enough, as you once more miss it, just kind of stumbling around, accidentally having stabbed yourself. Moving down the line, unfortunately, Jarfield, I need you to make a death save.
Death save. What do I roll
You
for
roll
that?
a flat d20. Just roll a d20 and tell me what you get.
I got a 13.
That is a
plus-
pass. There's no addition to it.
Yeah,
So a
okay.
13 means you got 1 save, which is good.
Yeah.
Moving down the line, it's a skeleton engaged with P and Eucalyptus's turn. It's upset with Eucalyptus, so it rolls to hit you, Eucalyptus, successfully with a 22 to hit, and connects with you for a total of 3 points of piercing damage, Eucalyptus. So you take a little bit more damage on that turn.
You get damage. Does it go down or up?
It should go down.
Oh, okay. I'm wrong. Okay.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Moving down the line, back to the top, it's Ikto's turn. You guys are very close to victory, but not too close. Your friend is still damaged.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at that next guy and I'm gonna say, Witch Bolt.
All right, roll to hit, please.
All right, so we got a 7 plus a 10, so I got a 17.
To hit, yeah, hits. Roll for damage.
Awesome. D12, and I got a 12.
Oh, yeah, you tell me how you electrify this thing. There's only 2 more skeletons left.
I look it right in the eyes and I just say, you did this. You did this. And I point right at it, and it just it turns to, it's like the end of Avengers Infinity
Yes.
War.
Yes, phases away. Now it's Eucalyptus's turn.
Spoilers.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, spoilers.
Yeah, when Thanos wins, right?
Yeah.
And it is Eucalyptus's turn.
Okay, there's 2 left or 1?
One with Chante and one with you that's trying to hurt ya. So you probably want to stay engaged with the one with you because it can attack you if you leave its presence.
I don't have time to lay on my hands, right?
You could heal yourself up, but you feel like this battle's at an end and just
You use a health spell on Jarfield, it would be cool.
Okay, so I'll just fight it.
roll to hit.
I think it was a 4, but then I moved.
So
Okay.
maybe the first one doesn't connect with the 4. I think it's 4 plus 4, but you still have that second weapon. Roll to hit.
2 plus 4, so 6.
Not quite enough, Eucalyptus. You're feeling a little like the music's getting to you. The
Flowing.
song. Yes, Chante, what do you do? It's now your
I have-
turn.
I have bardic inspiration, by the way.
Don't forget it.
We should not forget it. I'm going to thorn whip because
Roll
I
the
need
hit.
some- All right.
Do it. I believe in you.
10 plus 6.
That connects. Roll for damage.
All right. Big damage. 6.
Tell me how you get it with Thorn Whip. There's only
All right.
one left.
So I slap it across the face. Just slap, 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 slap. And its head swivels and
And it kind of hits the other one on the other side as you hear just like a noise in the distance. Last but not least, P. It is your turn. This one last skeleton.
oh, I have bardic
Oh.
inspiration.
Oh, yes,
Oh.
but you already successfully hit. So
Oh, I can't go and attack her.
no, not yet. No. But it means hold on to that and don't forget it till the next game too, because that's important to remember to hold on to. But P, it is now your turn.
All right, so I'm coming back at it. I don't stop. Here's my dagger. Here's my short sword. Let's go.
Sword.
20.
Okay, well, this one didn't have enough hit points left, so you roll for damage and you tell me how you kill it. You go. I believe in you. I believe that you probably gonna roll way more than this hit points than this creature had.
5.
Oh yeah, and it doubles. So you get rid of this thing. Tell me how you finish this battle off. One last one. We're done. You tell
Pull my
me.
dagger out of my arm, and I pull it out so hard that I slash it in the face. Like I didn't mean to hit it, and I knock out its head. So it's not really fun.
And at the final chorus of the song, you knock it off as its skull goes flying, as all these skulls go flying, and you just hear, "Well done," in the distance.
And I would like to say, my name is Eucalyptus, bitch.
And we'll end our session there. We'll pick up on the next one about more about this beautiful location and place and the strange crypt that we're in. Happy Halloween, everybody!
Yay. Ooh.
Halloween.